Hi besties, hi bunnies. Coffee's cold, truce brewing. Let's hit the road. Just Machado wheel in hand, time to unfold. Early light breaks, coffee chilling in my grip. Hi besties, hi bunnies, join the trip. Cruising mass highway, spilling secrets for hours. 1 to 3 deep, no holds barred, owning our power. Squad's got my back, riding waves through the storm. Besties and bunnies, keeping it warm. Got that wild spark, singing random and free. Keeping the vibe alive, just you and me. Trolls creeping in, haters twisting the feet. Weak shots flying, but they can't plant the seed. Jabbing in my style, my fire, my rise. Obsessed in the shadows, watching with jealous eyes. Drama stirrers calling grift, but facts don't lie. While y'all view my lights touching the sky. Reddit ghosts lurking, basement critique so low. Keep throwing shade, watch this bunny glow. Meow, 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 meow. Hey. Meow, 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 feel it now. Bunny. Just Machado show, chasing down the real. Besties and bunnies got that unbreakable seal. Meow, 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 trolls fade away. Truth in the air, lighting up the day. After dark or dawn's first gleam, we claim the throne. Justice rolling, meow, if you're in the zone. Meow, meow. Love to my besties trolls. See a truth awaits. Just Machado show. Buckle up. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Feel it now. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Feel it now. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Feel it now. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Bunnies.
Good morning. Welcome to 24 on 24. I'm your host, Jessica Machado. There's a video going around of Spencer Pratt, and maybe it's 2 weeks ago now. David Foster, like the composer, musician guy who's married to Catherine McPhee, who's now like Catherine Foster. They hosted a fundraiser for him at their home or at someone's home. And there's a video of all of these snooty, snobby, rich, famous people in the David Foster circle. And Spencer is sitting on a chair while Catherine McPhee sings a song. You know, she's a singer. And she's singing this song that she has changed the words to like kind of like accommodate Spencer's run for mayor of Los Angeles. And she is just performative and animated, and everybody, David Foster's playing the piano, and everybody in the house, you know, which by all stretch of imagination is more than a house, is all excited and laughing. And Spencer Pratt is sitting there, and he is looking like he wants to get the fuck out of there. And that poor guy is being like owned, and people are trying to like put their fangs in him, and he just doesn't give a fuck. You know, he went on some news interview last night, and he was just like, I don't want any of these famous people to vote for me. I want moms and people who love dogs to vote for me. Those are my people. And I think he has been getting pulled in directions because of the inertia of his campaign. And, you know, you don't want to tell somebody to go fuck themselves who has such influence to sabotage your main goal, which is to just make change and to make things better. So you kind of go along and you walk that line where you say the end justifies the means, and hopefully he will kiss enough of ass, or at least make it look like, or let them kiss his ass without flipping out on them just enough so that he can become mayor and he can make the change that he wants to make. And I have never felt like I identified with a famous person more than Spencer Pratt right now. I just feel like sometimes I have to go along to get along so that I can achieve my goal, which is to make change in the world around me. I am feeling unbelievably jaded. I am feeling really annoyed. I'm feeling disgusted. I'm feeling like I want to yell at people. I'm feeling like I've got to handle people with kid gloves. I want to just fucking burn it all down, say exactly what I think about every single fucking person, and hope that I'm enough for everything. And just when I think I feel that way, I get on the internet at any point in the day, and there are people out there that take every word I say, dissect it, flip it, script it, change it, and I was like, I don't live in an ecosystem that is like okay for me to do what I want to do, because there are a group of people that will exploit that and make it worse. So I'm stuck in this fucking area where I'm at, where I fucking want to say what I want. I can't say what I want. I want to do what I want. I can't do what I want. And it's suffocating me. And I don't know what to do. I think that, there's a bestie that messaged me and said, and gave some examples about how they feel like I've changed a little bit, and it's the undertones of some things and the style of the way I'm saying things, and they like hit the nail on the head. Like I was like, those were acute observations about me and where I'm at. And I'm not saying it's just this one person. There's other people that kind of get it. Yesterday when I was like, I just want to fucking take a break. I want to walk away from everything for a while and come back. I'm not sure that's the answer to what's going on either. I don't really know what the answer is. I'm seeking the answer. I'm seeking the solution. This morning while I was driving into school with Georgia, we were picking up on this conversation from yesterday. We didn't get to finish it. And I was talking a little bit about how I'm feeling about my job right now. And Georgia pushed me this morning and said, Aiden does it, and he has a far bigger audience, and he has far more haters than you. And I instinctively replied, well, because Aiden's a little bit of a fucking cunt. Like, he's meaner than me. And she was like, well, then be more of a cunt. And I was like, I don't know if I'm cut out for that. As much as I sit around and I say all the time, oh, Aiden and I are a lot alike. Are we? Are we? Because we're not really. We're not alike. The first whiff of jail time, I backed down. The first whiff of an arraignment, which happened, I fucking got scared. I didn't get on the internet and double down on all of the things I felt. I fucking ran scared. I shut my shit down. I stopped talking about people. I fucking held my breath and waited for my court dates. I didn't fucking get on Facebook and be like, fuck these people. You can't stop me. I didn't do any of the fucking shit that he does. And I don't know if that's good or bad. I mean, we can look past it and we can go, maybe it was good because I didn't get arraigned. Nothing ever happened to me. He's facing 70 years in jail. So who did it right? Am I a fraud? Because I did shut my fucking mouth when the heat came on, and I just was like, I'm not gonna go to jail and leave my kids. Now, maybe Aiden can feel differently and say, he wants to push it and risk it more because Maybe his wife is more of the primary caregiver. I'm the mom, and my kids depend on me 24/7 all the time. I don't know his semantics of his stuff, you know what I mean? But like, you know, when Aiden was in jail, I'm sure he knew and he felt that his wife was taking good care of his children while he was in jail. I'm not really sure that that would happen. I'm not saying like Jeff wouldn't or my mom wouldn't or their dad wouldn't, but I don't know if they'd be taking as good care of them as I would. So when all this shit happened, I was like, fuck, I can't, I'm done. I'm not saying shit anymore. You got me. You got me right where you want me. I'm not saying it. I'm not risking it. I'm not going to jail. So as much as I'm like, well, you know, Aiden is blazing the path for people like me to do what I want. Blaze the path for what? I'm not going to fucking risk it. I'm not risking anything. I'm not going to jail. I'm going to play it safe every fucking time because I'm a fraud. I talk a good game about it, but the minute something fucking starts getting heavy and the thought of leaving my kids behind, even though they're older now than they were 6 years ago, I'm not going. I used to joke, oh, I would be fine in jail. Would I? Would I really be fine in the Bristol County House of Correction? Like, maybe, like, the fucking world has glamorized jail enough for me, but fuck that. Scumbags in there. I don't know. I'm just feeling so all over the place with everything. You know, my intent in the beginning of all of this was to do independent journalism. But, you know, contrary to everybody who doesn't like me, I'm a little smart. I might not be book smart. I might not have a college degree or a master's degree, but I am smart with some things. And I recognized that independent journalism on its own doesn't pay. It doesn't pay at all. Nothing. You know, I got a couple hundred subscribers on my Substack that pay. I got thousands that don't pay. I got a couple hundred that pay. When Karen Read was happening, was I getting Venmos here and there? Sure. But Karen Read's over. What other fucking story out there is going to generate a Venmo from somebody for covering? It doesn't pay. And then, you know, what do? You start looking, you want to sell your soul and go work for a mainstream media company and start putting in applications to be like I could go work for I could go work for the Herald News as a beat reporter. I could go back to Fall Reporter and get paid. I just talked to my old fucking boss the other day and it's like, oh, let's collab. And it's like, fucking for what? So you can pull the rug out from underneath me again when it so fits you? I'm at your whim, like, no. So it doesn't pay. Turns out the only thing that pays is me sitting on this phone and talking about how I feel about things. That is the only thing in my life that has been lucrative, is me talking about my feelings. The irony of it is there is a terrible downside to it, which is it is literally like looking in a mirror every day on the internet. All of the worst parts of my life get pushed in my face. Everything that I've ever questioned about me, my life, my decisions, my choices, my baby daddies, how I parent, where I've lived, my jobs, my money, my bills, everything that I find about myself that I either question or don't like gets pushed in my face every single solitary day. I have to like pay the piper every day. Every day, the price for getting on here and giving my thoughts about politics or Aiden or anybody or anything, the price I have to pay for that while I get paid is that I am faced with all of my flaws and the worst parts about myself. And I've been doing it for about a year. And man, it's just fucking getting to me. But I'm so happy to be able to pay my bills. I'm so happy to be able to like fucking do more with my family. The stress of the financial stress is gone, but at what cost? I'm here to get a coffee. I don't even want to like do this.
Good morning, Local Society. What can I get for you today?
Good morning. Can I do a oh, the signs are changed. A white chocolate pistachio, large iced white chocolate pistachio made with whole milk.
Absolutely.
That's it.
All right, $7.49 is your total.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Yeah, man, it does get to me sometimes. Sometimes I feel like it is a grift, and that gets to my fucking soul sometimes. You know what I mean? You're not wrong.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Large ice white chocolate pistachio,
Yes.
$7.49.
Thank you.
Like a straw?
Good question. No,
No,
not today.
not today. All right.
Thank you.
Sign for me. Thank you. I'll have that on just a few for you.
Thank
Okay?
you. Um, I have
There you are. Have
thanks,
a great
babe.
morning.
Same to you. Thank you. Um, I don't know. If I clean it up, and every single solitary show I do, and I mean every one from here on out, which I am disciplined and I could do. If every single solitary show I do from here on out never mentions anybody that is in this thing, if I do a show and never mention Meredith O'Neill, never mention Jen Altman, never mention Kate Peter, or whatever that other girl is with the pink chair. If I never MLP, if I never mention these people again, you and I and they all know that it doesn't matter what I say or what I do, they will still critique me. If I repent and I say, you know what? I've had this all wrong. I have let myself get involved in shit that is too much. I have no business. I should have stayed out of it. I should have never. If I say that and just never revisit it all again, do you think that Jen Altman isn't going to criticize me every single fucking day of her life? That is the feeling that I'm dealing with right now, which is it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And this, by the way, isn't about like Meredith posting like court documents and stuff. I don't care about that. I care about how I handled it. I got online and I was just like, you've got this all wrong. Like, it's not correct. Then the next day I got online and I was like, oh, let me tell you more about this story and how it really went down. Cause I'm like so fucking desperate to make sure like my word is the last word. And then as soon as it was done, I was like, I fucking hate myself for even fucking acknowledging it. Why did I do that? Who cares? Let her sit out there. Let everybody read it and just be like, oh, okay. Like Jessica's a scumbag and grifted off of fucking Jeff's ex-wife, which is not true, but who cares? I don't know why I'm so compelled to like fix all of the fucking lies. I don't know why I do that. There's another side of this right now. Maybe I'm lying to Jimmy, right? Because he called me and he was like, we talked about this thing. And I was like, yeah, no, it's no big deal. Like, it's fine. It's what it actually is bothering me way more than I like to admit. I don't want to admit to anybody or anything, but I'm going to do it now, that the fucking Jimmy text with Val fucking gutted me. Not gutted me. It was like a kick to the gut. I couldn't believe it. I have this fucking thing in my head. It was like, no, never me. He'll turn on other people, but never me. I work really hard at being nice to him. I work really hard at trying to be his friend. No way he would do to me what he did to other people. And he fucking did it. And I'm so fucking upset by it. I can't get mad at him because I like him, but I'm so upset by it. I'm embarrassed by it. Like, I'm pissed. And he called me yesterday and I had the opportunity to fucking say this. And I was just like, no, dude, it's okay. We're cool. It's awesome. It's okay. It's not. Because I said it first and I'll say it now. I hate that fucking Jen Altman was right about it. She said it. He would do it to me. And I'm mad about it. And so my instinct is just like, I don't talk to him anymore now. Because I don't trust him now. And he really feels that way about me? Okay, great. Sad for me to hear. What am I going to do? Torch him? Scorch him? I just have to just fucking take it up the ass and be like, all right, dude, well, a guy that I really like is fucking shit talking to me to a fucking cunt I really fucking don't like. Awesome. Love that for me. Maybe I deserve it. And then there's like weird semantics, like, you know, I'm not even going to get into it. Just this weird fucking shit. You add to that how I'm feeling about like politics right now. You know, I tried for a while to keep politics out of my morning shows because when I floated the idea of a separate political show, feedback was like, you know, it's going to turn off a lot of people. You know, you can really isolate some followers with your political beliefs. So I backed away from it. I read the room, right? And I still believe that was the right thing to do at the time. Why is this goddamn bike on the road? Why am I behind a fucking bike on a small fucking road? I don't appreciate you. You shouldn't be on this road. And back when Erin was mad at me because I didn't do my political show, right? She was like, you're making the wrong move. You should do the political show. I can't believe you canceled it. Whatever. You know, there's another part about that like Erin didn't understand and that I feel like is very appropriate right now. There's a lot of people in the political world that use me for what they need. It is a soulless fucking community. And a lot of people want and still want me to get a political show going right now so they can come on my show they can use my platform and my talent, my questions to help further their political agenda or whatever. And the fact of the matter is there isn't really any candidate out there right now, aside from Seth Aitken, that I actually care about or have faith in that could do a good job. I am so jaded with the candidates that exist right now, and I'm not going to let them use my fucking platform to better themselves or to go anywhere or do anything. I don't feel so enchanted. And then that makes me get mad at the Massachusetts GOP and how they don't really care about this state. They don't care that it's going to burn down when Maura Healey gets reelected. She will get reelected. They don't care. And when I say, like, we control what we can control, we work in our town, do I feel better that my own town is run by elected officials with character and with morals and values? Yes. The minute I fucking step outside this fucking small little town, I start thinking about what an absolute fucking disaster the state is. And I'm sad for my kids. Yesterday, let me give you an example. Yesterday, so I need to get this drain in my shower upstairs snaked. I'm sure people will just fucking, we have multiple bathrooms in my house, okay? And we can take a shower in another shower on my mom's side of the house of no issue. And in a way, I always thought, like, you know what? At least going into my mom's side of the house kind of like forces us to have like interactions with my mom, where I think if we weren't doing that, I don't know if we'd be in there as much. You know what I mean? Sometimes you go and say, hey, I'm going to take a shower, and you start talking about something. Like, I think it's healthy that we were going in there. But at the same time, I just want to fix my shower upstairs, right? And now the bathroom itself works, so I get ready in there every day. We use the bathroom. But, like, I want the shower fixed, right? So I have been saving money, or like figuring out at what month I was going to be doing this project. I've got to take the old glass walls down and replace some stuff. There's some tiles on the floor that need to replace. So I budgeted out how much money I could spend on this project. Now, I spent a little bit more money on the wedding weekend than I would have liked. So I just adjusted it and said, well, I won't do this for now, and I'll do this. But the most important thing was, let's get the drain snaked. Now, I don't have a plumber. I don't know a plumber. I don't have a plumber. Could I have taken it to the streets and asked everybody? Of course I could have. Sure. So I just go online and I say, I'm going to look at a reputable, well-known. I don't have time in my life to vet a good plumber. So I'm going with the well-known Roto-Rooter, Mr. Rooter, whatever. So I click on one of those two, or another one, or Gem, whatever. I call, I say, I'm fairly confident that it's just a drain snake. I can tell you that because there's no water leaking underneath. The water slowly does drain. And this happened about 8 years ago, and we had it snaked. And this drain in particular, when my kids were using it, who knows what was going down the drain. So, like the plastic covers of razors, whatever. There's no indication that it's anything other than what it was one other time, which is, it's just a clogged drain, got girls' hair, whatever. So I call this company. They say, yep, we can schedule someone tomorrow, which was yesterday. I will be by between 12 and 2 p.m. Okay, great. I'm beeping at a guy who's got a sign on his car that says Dump Healy. Thank you. So the guy calls, he says he's on his way. He'll be there at 12:45. Doesn't show up till 1:30. That's fine. I tell Jack he's going to go pick up Georgia. So get ready to pick up Georgia because I'm going to have this guy here, whatever. I'm like, great. Guy comes in, he goes, okay, let me take a look. I tell him exactly what I just told you. And he goes, okay. He goes, so I can get this done right now. I said, okay, awesome. Now, did I Google like what it costs to snake a drain? Sure.Id I take a peek at it? Sure. Did I have an idea, a rough estimate in my mind about what it was going to cost? Yes, I did. Somewhere between $200 and $300, right? This guy goes, so for this job, it's going to be $645. And I said, what? Just like that. Now we're in my bathroom, like 1 foot away from each other. And I went, what? And he goes, $645. I said, what are you talking about? And he goes, the job is $645. I said, how long is this going to take? And he goes, well, there's no way of knowing how long it's going to take. I said, okay. I said, but if the job is indeed just what I think it is, what it has been before, how long does it take to snake a drain from start to finish? What are we looking at? I said, and there's no reason, I said, there's no reason to like lie about it because I'm going to have you do it and I'll know the answer. So he goes, 15 to 25 minutes. I said, and you want $650 for that? He goes, I hear you. He goes, I do have a promotional coupon that we can offer you. And he goes, for $199, and I like instantly relaxed, and he goes, off. And I went, $200 off? So you're still asking me for $450 to snake a drain? And he goes, yes. I said, get out of my bathroom. Just like that. And I put up my hands. I said, thank you so much for coming. And he goes, well, do you want, I said, no, thank you. Thank you for coming. And I literally ushered this man out of my bathroom, down my stairs. I don't think he knew what was happening. As I closed the gate behind him, I came in my house. I called the main number. I said, who's the owner of this business? And the lady's like, well, he's not available. I said, you don't have an owner? She goes, no. I said, do you have a manager? And she goes, well, I said, what if I was having an issue with someone in my house right now? Something bad happened. You don't have somebody I could talk to? She goes, yes, I do. I said, give me that person. So the guy, now I'm mad, right? I'm just so mad about it. So the owner of the franchise comes on the phone. And I said, is this an accurate dollar amount? I said, I'm not sure. Is he a new guy? You know how I am with vendors lately, right? Shit's been weird. I said, is this legit? And he goes, that is the price. And I said, okay. And this coupon, he goes, well, we can offer you this, And I said, $450 to snake a drain? And he goes, yeah. And I said, I gotta be honest with you. I don't know how anybody is affording anything anymore. And I was so mad and upset, and I was ready to just hang up the phone. And he said, Massachusetts is making it so hard for me to do business here. And I went, what do you mean? And he started talking about, I'm going down there. He started talking about taxes, the insurance, and all of this shit. And I was like, I paused and I kind of felt bad for him. I felt bad for him. And then I just felt bad for both of us. He's trying to fucking run a business and make money. He doesn't like the fact that he's fucking charging this much. You catching anything? Not even a bite? What do you got? Worms? Yep. Out there. Have you been out here any other days, or is today your first day? Not even a bite? Did you catch anything here last season? Did you catch anything here last season? No. Yep. What was he using for bait? Do you know? Yeah, I used to use pogies and squid, but I haven't hooked anything from here. Yeah. She is here. Yes. Nothing. You're exactly right. You're making me want to go get my setup and come down. Well, best of luck. What's your name? I'm Jessica. Nice to meet you. I'll probably see you out here this summer. Are you from town? Oh, Taunton. It's a good spot. Yeah. Well, hopefully you get something. See you later. Have a good day. So me and this guy are commiserating on the phone over the high cost of doing business in Massachusetts, the high cost of living in Massachusetts. And I hung up the phone. Certainly, I wasn't going to be like, fine, fuck it, send your guy back. And he wasn't going to be like, fine, fuck it, I'll give you a discount. Because what he said to me was, there are people who have money that just pay it. And that's great. I couldn't even hate him for it. I got off the phone with him. I went on my Facebook page. I went into my Facebook town group, the one that I had been cut out of for years, where these fucking people wouldn't let me even speak my mind. I said, anybody got a plumber locally that I can use to snake a drain? A guy by the name of George Andes, who does Flags Across America program here in Somerset, who, by the way, did not like me for many years because elected officials here didn't like me. And now we are copacetic because he realizes I'm actually nothing like what those people used to say. He suggested a guy. I call this guy. His name is Mike. Guy picks up on the first ring. I said, Mike, you in Somerset? He said, yep. I said, listen, I got to drain. He asked the same questions. I said, is this something you can do? He said, yes. I said, can you tell me how much? He said, I'll charge you $250 to snake the drain. I said, okay, see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. See you tomorrow. I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with that. I don't even know what the point of all of that. Not really sure. I did not want to do Money After Dark last night. I wrestled with it all day long in its purest form, with me doing funny things and skits that are not mean towards people, and just me being myself and talking and doing the fun content and interacting and bonding with my followers, the ones that like what I do. That is what I love, but I feel like I don't have that right now. I feel like I have all this other stuff that makes it hard for me to stay clear and focused on that. Also, with what happened with Jeff the day before, I was feeling like I wanted to hang out with Jeff. And so 5 o'clock rolls around. I was like, I'm just going to move it till tomorrow. Now today's tomorrow, and I don't feel inspired to do a show tonight either. I don't feel inspired to do a show. I don't feel good about it. I don't feel great about it. I don't know. And then I would be lying if I didn't say all of the other KMS shit is draining me. Is there anything wrong with me just being like a Kirk Minahan fan? That's it. I really like Kirk Minahan. There's something comforting about his voice. There's something that I really liked when I used to drive to work back in the day and he'd be on the radio in the morning. There's just something comforting that I like about Kirk Minahan. And, I didn't know there was this whole other Kirk Minahan world of fans and Minifans and Menners and all these people. And I was stupid to think like I can be a part of that because I also like him. You guys like him. I like him. I can be a part of this. It just seemed like the natural fucking thing. Like, wait, there's a whole group of people that really fucking just simp over Kirk. That's me. I'm in. And it turns out like you can't. It's some sort of fucking club I'm not cool enough to fucking be in. And I tried to be in it. I tried to fucking hang with these guys. I tried to fucking do fun shit. You know what I mean? And it's just fucking, it's a mess. You know, Beanbag Ron was like, everybody seemed to like him. He was always in the chat. And he made me think he was not different, but like, he was like, yeah, I always listen every day. I listen to Jimmy's show. I was like, oh, he's cool. Like, I'm going to interview him, right? I heard him like critiquing when he came on my show. He's like, I thought it was going to be different. So there's that. And people were, I don't know. It wasn't a great interview. I don't really know what I was doing. Sorry it sucked, Ron. Beanbag Ron. I'm sorry. I don't know. I just don't belong there. And I've tried. And it just doesn't work. You know what I mean? And when everybody, like my fans, were all like, why are we dealing with KMS stuff? And why are we dealing with these people and Pat Ford and Kane and all these people? Because I like Kirk Minahan and they all gatekeep it. So I guess, you know, my idea of like being like a fan and now like, can you imagine being a fan of Kirk Minahan and then you're in the YouTube world and you realize there's like a YouTube world that's very adjacent to him? Why wouldn't I shoot my shot to try to be a part of it? Why wouldn't I try to be on Bitches Week? I can talk for a living. I could fucking be a third chair with no fucking problem, with ease. I could be a third chair. And I was like, oh, I can do it. I'll do it. You know what? Turns out I can't do it. It's too fucking whatever. But just so everybody knows, it was just because I was fangirling over somebody that I really liked for years and years, who was very like on a, you know, different level for me. Like fucking Kirk Minahan. Like I talk to people that talk to Kirk Minahan. That's wild to me. That meet him, know him, like that's crazy. So I just wanted to kind of be around him. Like, that sounds cool. Fuck me. I'm close to Kirk. I can't wait. Kirk Minahan fucking talked about me. Great. Did he call me a fucking fat pig? Yes. Did it upset me? A lot. I either tell you all how things make me feel and everybody exploits it, or I toughen up and I act like nothing bothers me and I can get through another day. I don't know. This is very hard. And I say it's easy and I do it with ease, but doing this is just hard. I didn't work a lot this month because I was focused on the wedding. I knew it. Every day I open up my YouTube and it just looks terrible. My dashboard numbers are bad. The money is bad. I'm mad at myself. I'm like, you can't quit. You can't take days off. You can't. So what? There's a wedding. This is your job. You know, everybody else worked. Julia worked. Jeff worked. Everybody else worked, but not Jessica. Jessica had to be like, I need days off. I can't do shows. I'm focused. What the fuck? And then when I open up my dashboard and it's like, oh, here's your numbers for the month. And I'm going, I'm a pussy. Why did I do that? I feel like everything is just like neck crushing right now. And I got to get out of my head on it. And I don't know exactly what to do. Yesterday I was like, I'm not going to do a show. I'm not doing tomorrow morning. I'm not doing Bunny After Dark. I'm not doing Friday, Saturday. I'm doing nothing. Just going to fucking leave as long as I can, and then come back and see if that makes me feel any differently. I don't know. There's some wonderful fans and people that will text me, send me encouraging messages. I want to shout out to Stephanie, who was she's part of my group that I did those 2 classes with. She's the bestie that sent some of my most prized possessions, including my white fan that I use pretty much nonstop. She sent me a message. I haven't got to read it all, but she was like, I took the time to go back and watch your live stream with all of your packages, and I got as close to information as I can about some of these people for the ones that you're missing. I don't really deserve Stephanie to do that. I really don't. I could do that, and I haven't found the fucking notion to go and do it. And here's this woman who is like, I like you and what you do so much. I would like to do this for you. And I feel like, don't do that for me, Stephanie. You're a better person than me. I suck. I just want to maintain, like, I prefer to just suck. You know, the other thing is, there's so many things about my life that have been bad. So many fucking mistakes I've made. So much shit that I've done wrong. And it's like, what can I do to fix that now? What could I do to make it better? How could I fix it? How could I change any of those bad decisions I made? I can't. I don't know. Like, I'm feeling like, is this how, like, drug addicts feel when they fucked up their life so much and they wake up every day and they're just like, you know, I fucking suck. And I've done so much harm to people, and you know, then that's why they just like go back to like that life, because like living in the life where they've faced every day with like the reality of all of their mistakes is too much for their heads and their hearts. You know, you think that I don't think every day about back when my parents got divorced and we moved back here. That I went to BCC, right? And I was in college and I was working part-time, and I got offered a full-time job at the YMCA to be like the site director for the after-school program. And you think I don't think about how I took the easy way out and took the job so that I could have a little bit of money because I was tired of not having any money? You think I don't every day revisit that I should have just stayed in school and suffered even and had the intestinal fortitude to suffer through not having gas money or going out with friends? And by the way, like, certainly not financing, like, you know, real true debauchery. I was just, you know, could go out to dinner once in a while. Like, you think I don't think about those decisions and how I didn't stick it out and didn't go to UMass and get my degree and didn't change my life with an education? And instead I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll go back in another semester, but let me just go work for full time for a little while so I can get out of my house and get away from my mom's toxic shit. You know what I mean? Let me go get an apartment. You think I don't fucking look at those decisions and think that those things put me on a fucking path of where I am today? I do. All the time I think about that. It's why I'm so fucking hyper fucking focused on the decisions my kids make. Because one misstep, I feel like, changed everything. Or I don't want them to ever think that those are the easy ways. Or if it is hard, to give them help and help them push through when it is hard. Believe me, I think about my life all the time. And how it really is just a collection of mishaps and mistakes and fuck ups. And if you took my kids away, if my kids were not here, I literally have nothing worthy of talking about. Nothing. I've lost every election I've ever won, I've run in. I have no money. I don't own a home. Nothing. I have no accomplishments except for my children. The best thing I can do every day is push all of that down and fake it every single solitary day. And it is tough for me to have found a job that I like, that is lucrative, that I can do with my sickness, which, you know, I really fucking wish I didn't have lupus. I really wish that didn't happen. It's ironic to me that in order for me to get this job, do this job, and do all of those things, it is causing me to self-reflect on my life and who I am as a person every single solitary day. And I just don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like me. And I understand there's going to be a bunch of people who like me and are going, you know what, Jess, I'm so tired of the self-deprecation or whatever. The reality is that this is what I'm faced with all the time, every day. Do I go through periods of times where I block it out? 100%. Sometimes it gets to me. You know, you and I both know that there was a span of time where I wasn't mentioning Jen Altman at all. That did not stop that woman from going on attacks on multiple accounts to disparage me, make fun of me, do all that stuff. I don't match that energy with her. I don't match that energy with her. And George and I were talking about, not Jen Altman in particular, but I was saying about that. And George was like, well, match that energy. Go after those people every day. And I'm like, Georgia, I can't do that. They can. I can't. I would hate myself. The day that I broke down, like how many times in a month Jen Altman was posting about me, is like, I couldn't give that much of my day to a person like that. You know, like, what do you have? You have pogies? Yeah.
Frozen fresh.
All right. Squid, frozen.
No, macro. Frozen pokies there.
Okay. Let's do I'll do a squid and one frozen pogie.
One
Two.
frozen.
Well,
I think I have.
what are they in a package of multiple? What do you
I
have?
think I have a. You have one single.
Yeah, I'll take that. We're just starting this season. We'll see what happens. Do you have any weights?
I do. I have 2 and 3 ounce.
I'll take I'll take a couple too.
Okay.
Thank you. You guys haven't been here long, huh?
About 6 weeks.
I used to drive all the way up to Tiverton.
Yeah, I get a lot of people over there. It's so nice to
There was nothing over here this way, you know?
About 7.
Do you want cash?
It's up to you.
Can you break 100 or no? You want it? Cash instead?
Just round it up to 15 and give me back the 85.
Thank you.
I appreciate you being here.
Well, we need people coming in and support, and we're doing well. It's
Yep.
just getting out there, letting people know we're here.
Yep.
It's been a little bit difficult. And I did start this with a partner, and
Okay.
we went our own separate ways.
So it's just you?
It's just me. I took it over, renamed it.
What?
Just me. So I'm gonna do my best to stay here. So just if you could tell your friends, let you know,
Well,
to spread the word, that would be amazing.
so I have, I do a show every morning.
Okay.
I'm live.
Wait a minute. Are you
What?
Jessica?
Yeah.
Machado.
Yeah.
I follow you there.
Shut up.
No.
What?
Yeah, I follow you.
Hi, I'm Jess.
Wow, I've always wondered, like, am I ever gonna run into her?
Shut up.
I follow you.
Say hi to the Besties.
Twitter.
You're on right
Oh,
now.
am I?
Yes.
I follow you on Twitter. I follow
you kidding me?
No, I've seen you on YouTube.
What?
Yeah.
I'm Jess.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And so I always wondered if I was gonna run into you at one of those. I was looking for something.
No
like
shit.
here, yeah. Yeah.
What a small world.
Yes. When you just said I run a show, like I didn't even recognize you. It's so crazy.
Well, I'm addressing Georgia
Yeah,
at
maybe.
school every day. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it didn't even dawn on me, but when you said you had a show.
Yeah. Yeah, that's me. I drive by and I saw you here. Well, because I drive Georgia to Bristol Aggie every morning.
Okay.
So I saw your sign out front one day and I was just like, oh, that's good to know because I didn't fish at all last season, but the season before. But I was going to Tiverton Bait. Like I was driving all the way fuck out there and then coming all the way back down here to the boat ramp and it's like, whatever.
That's it.
So I went down to the ramp this morning. There's a guy over there and I was like, I don't know, maybe I should fish today or tomorrow or whatever. And then I said, I'm going to go to that place and see if they're open. So you're here by yourself.
I'm here every day. My son comes in around 9:00.
Yep.
For anything.
Yep.
He was supposed to have a heart surgery today, but they canceled it. So
Oh.
he's got he's okay. He doesn't have like a heart problem.
Yeah.
He had something called WCW.
Okay.
He actually died 2 years ago. They got him back.
Right.
And they did like an ablation.
Yep. Yep.
Now he has like an E thing.
Yep.
But it happened to him at 19.
Okay.
And anxiety is just like,
Through the roof over it.
so he is now like coming in and working with great work.
Yeah.
But he wants to eventually, try it out, run the place.
Yeah.
So he comes in on 9 and he stays.
Yeah.
But I'm here from like 6 to 7.
6 to 7 every day.
My partner who left tried to destroy me, which did the opposite.
Right.
The more he talks bad about me, the more people come in. and
Right.
support me. But I'm trying to go back. I didn't take out any business.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
everything, the money I have left over, the benefits. I try to go back every week.
Yeah.
But I have what most people need. Like it's small, but
Listen, I walked
I
in,
mean,
you got squid and you got
I
poke.
got
I'm like, that's it. Yeah. But you've got actually a lot of other stuff here too.
yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't want to be at like a high end.
Yeah.
For the everyday
Yeah.
human being.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel intimidating when I walk.
I definitely didn't feel intimidated. No.
It's good. I
Great.
appreciate it.
Good for you.
But yeah,
Well, let's try to get the word out and let
Yeah.
everybody know you're
I'm
here.
on Facebook,
What's the address here?
1881 County Street.
1881 County.
Type in 138 Bay, you'll find me. It's just a picture of
138
that
Bay. Okay.
Yeah, like any help.
Okay. You got it. Let me work on it. Yeah. No, it's so weird that you don't even know who I am, but I was having a bad morning and I was just like, you know what? I'm going to go fish. It really did. It's so great to meet you.
You too.
And I'll get the word out and then I'll be here. I'll be back.
I appreciate
Yeah. So nice to meet you, Kim. Thanks. Have a great day.
it.
Thank you. Jesus. Is that real life? Anybody, is that real life? uh, um, Jesus. So here's this lady. She's. I need to get to church. I need to get to church.
I'm going to go back inside and I'm going to give her the balance of that $100 bill I gave her. $85, but I'll be right back. Sometimes, my God has very peculiar ways of reminding me that I'm the chosen one. You know, sometimes. Sometimes. So I don't know if everybody could hear. It looks like, is Arkansas Bestie doing a bunch of gifting to people? That bitch is so funny. I almost made her husband's picture my cover photo today, but I wasn't sure if that would be okay. 138 Bait is on County Street in Dighton. You should consider going there. It is just a woman by herself. It's a small little place, but she has everything that you need. What are the chances that I walk in and I'm like, well, I wasn't going to tell her that, but she's talking about how she needs to get the word out. And I'm like, well, I could help with that. I got a show. I don't know. Could you guys hear everything? And she was like, wait, are you Jess? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, I follow you and I listen to your show. And I'm like, well, that's crazy. You could hear it. Or you didn't catch that part. Yeah, so it's just, I saw this sign on the side of the road when I was driving Georgia to school a couple weeks ago, and I think I was even on live when I talked about it, and I was like, that's good to know that there's bait close to home, because I used to have to drive all the way out to Tiverton. And not like I don't mind a good car ride, but, you know, when you're driving all the way out to Tiverton to go get some fresh bait or whatever, it kind of sucks. So then when I'm like all fucking trying to figure shit out, I drive down to the boat ramp. I see that kid out there. I was like, all right, let's go get some bait. Maybe if I get the bait, then I'll go fish. And then I talked to that guy down there and he seemed so nice. And I was like, okay, I'm having a day. Let's go get some bait. And then you walk in there and there's this just lady. She's probably my age. And it's a small little shop. She's got a couch in there. And she's sitting on the couch. And listen, I don't know a lot about fishing, but I know squid and pokey work for me. And she had both of them. And then she starts saying, you know, she just lost her business partner. He kind of tried to fuck her over, and she's now doing it herself. She didn't take out a business loan for it. She's just trying to make it work. I bought box of squid, which I think was, I don't know, Mauser. Hi, Mauser. Why is the plumber there at 8:30 in the morning? Oh my God, he told me he was coming at 1:30. Okay. All right, have you spoken with him? Okay, I'm on County Street. Can you let him know that I'll be there in 1 minute, or can you let him in? Thank you. I'll be right there. I don't know what's going on, but the plumber is at my house. He told me he was coming at 1:30 today. Jeez. Good thing I have a bra on. All right. Well, basically, my life is pushing me to stop crying and bitching and complaining about myself and being a sad sack and just forcing me to do a bunch of things right now. So let's just go along with that. Shall we? All right, let me hurry up and get home. Oh, is it possible that that is the number that called me? Good morning, Jessica. What is this message? I just received a text message. Good morning, Jessica. Investigative journalist Meredith here. I'm working on a long form piece and I want to extend you the professional courtesy of commenting before publication, something I understand wasn't offered in your April article about me. Is this Meredith O'Neill? You repeatedly claimed that multiple motions were filed to secure more time with Jeff's son. Hold on, I need to pull over because I'm not gonna. However, I'm sorry. You repeatedly claim that multiple motions were filed to secure more time with Jeff's son. However, after the divorce was finalized in 2011, the only motions that appear in the record are the ones you filed in 2015 to remain in Kayla's house. It was Jeffrey's house. Interestingly, the only post-divorce hearing was also the one you requested again regarding the house. I'd be grateful if you could point me to these alleged visitation enhancement efforts I seem to have missed. Happy to include your perspective. Your prompt response is appreciated as I'm on a deadline. Let's just go with that. You're right, Meredith. Go with that. Let me just. Hi, Meredith. Thank you so much for your inquiry and very much for your request for comment on the article that you, as an independent investigative journalist, are writing about me. For the record, the comment that I would like to give is for you to go fuck yourself because nobody else will. Have a good day, dirty fucking cunt. Let me just attach that voice memo. Enjoy. Enjoy. Enjoy it. I'm going fishing. That's my quote. Thank you for texting me. I'm going fishing. was bait I bought from 138 Bait and Kim, who is clearly a Trumper Republican and loves me. So fuck off. I'm going fishing. What's going on? Arkansas Bestie, did you check with Boss Man? Stop giving monies. Don't do that. Do not do that. You know what's going to happen, Arkansas Bestie. You know. They are going to say, I cried my eyes out this morning so rich bitches that follow me could give me all their money. You know that. You know that this was my whole ploy, right? You know that I was just going to get on here and start self-deprecating and feeling bad and shitty. I was going to fake it. I was going to lie about all of it. And then everybody would be like, no, Jess, you are awesome. Jessica, we love you. Jessica, take our money. Stay, 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 stay. When that is not true, and the only thing that has really elevated and changed my mood is that the Lord put that woman in my fucking path, and it made me feel very fucking different about how I was feeling about my day. And I walked in and I gave her $85 fucking dollars because I had a really great fucking month. So take my fucking money, Kimberly. Reagan, it's me. It's me, Reagan. It's me. Now we have to hide the bait from Jeffrey. Not really, but we can't put it in. Hold on. We're gonna leave the bait in the car and let it warm up anyway. So let's warm that up. It's frozen. I wasn't gonna fish today. The pogie we can fish with because I like frozen pogie. We just gotta get our knives and stuff, but let's go inside. Let's see what's going on with the. Good morning, Reagan. Good morning, Quincy. We got a lot of activity going on here. You guys are staying outside. Absolutely not. All right. Good morning. Is it Matt? Ross, one of the sons? Hi, I'm Jess. I thought you guys were coming later today. Well, your dad said 1:30.
I was able to move some stuff around and get here. I had left a message. No, you're fine. And I said I was gonna knock on the door, see if someone answered, and I ended up answering, so.
Okay. Do you need anything from me? Okay.
So,
All right. I'll be right here. Let me know if you need anything.
well, real quick, I know it's a little loud. So.
That's all right. I'm okay. I'm good. I do a live show in the morning. I live stream a podcast. So if you hear me talking, I'm on my show. That's a really great question, Ross. Currently, I just stopped at a bait place to pick up some fish so I could go fishing later today. And I talked about that. There's a new one over on 138. Have you seen it? She's on County Street, like right in Dighton. Is there a plumbing place over there now? It used to be a restaurant. Okay, so she's got a little bait place right in there. It's called 138 Bait. And it was her and some guy, and she bought it from him, so it's just her. But she had pogie in there. She had squid. So I just stopped in and got fish and said I'm going to go fish later today. Yeah. That's what we talked about today, but it changes every day. Say hi to the chat. They're all here listening. Ross says hello. Wait, do we need 138 Bait merch? You're right, we probably do. All right, I'm in front of my laptop, so let me get. This is a weird day. Let me get here in StreamYard and pull this up. Good morning. I want to be able to like see comments. Oh, here we are. Okay, perfect. It's windy out, huh? All right. All right, that should be better. That's me, but you don't get the picture of me. That should be better. That's me, but you don't get the picture of me. That should be better. Oh, wait. That's me, but you don't get the picture of me. That should be better. Oh, wait. That's me, but you don't get the picture of me. That should be better. There we go. Hold on. All right, can you guys hear me? I guess that's all I need to know. Can you guys hear me? Yes? No echo. Perfect. Okay, now I'm on my laptop. What are these super chats? I need to review this. Happy Friday, everyone. Keep your head up. Remember, not everyone can hold a conversation for hours, let alone keep over 1,000 people engaged daily. Thank you for that. Oh, Josie Lou became a YouTube member. Good morning, Josie. Hi, Josie. Thank you for this. So see, like, this is a perfect example. There's a lot of people that don't like Josie because Josie likes JFK and all this stuff like that. And Josie not only supports the channel like this way, but she also like will message me things that she sees that I think are always like in the right place at the right time. I never feel it's to provoke me to do something. It's never meant to make me act a certain way. I think she like follows me long enough to know like, and there's, by the way, it's not just her. There are many people that do this, but there are many people who like understand like my mentality when it comes to like this whole world of like online stuff. And when there's something that they think that I would, it's almost like they know me so well. They know that this is something I would want to know. They don't share the stuff that I wouldn't want to know. Josie's one of those people, you know, and it's like, how do I, 20 gifted memberships aside, how do I ignore that like she messages me and interacts with me in a way that is looking out for me, has never steered me wrong, has never said, you know what I mean? Jessica, you help so many of us daily just by being you matter. Thank you, Josie. Oh, that's 2 times. Sad not have friends, but even sadder must not be having enemies. He, she who has no enemies is a sign they have no talent to outshine others, nor character that inspires, nor valor that is feared, nor honor to be rumored, nor traits to be coveted, nor envied. Right now is one of those push-through moments you'd be there for your kids for. So are you acting like my dad here? Because I don't have one of those. Instead of being bad bunnies, let's do something good every day. It does feel better. But I'm not that good of a person. We love you. We are here for the good and the bad times. It's what we do. Arkansas Bestie has a really nice in-ground pool with a slide. I've lived through the same situation. She needs to back up. I can't remember what this was. Who's this about specifically? Mike, this
Boss Man probably doesn't know about the 3 super chats, just so you know. Mic drop. No, I give you money because I want them to fuck off. I want to give you money because I want people like you to keep doing what you're doing. Thank you. Hi, Tara. Good morning. Bunny Nation is the best. Gen X Erica gifted 10 memberships. Thank you. Hi, besties. Hi, Mrs. Bucket. Spicy Misty. Spicy Misty. I think you should do a guest show with women overcoming similar life challenges. Ugh. Yeah, let's say this. I'm going to get my doggies a pool today. I got Quincy Reagan doesn't like water because he's like a guardian dog. So he doesn't like water. Quincy loves water. I got him one of those blue kid pools from like Family Dollar. He lays in it and then he chewed it. He just wanted to eat it consistently, always. Oh, wait, really? This is very interesting. You're wise. I assumed that you were just older than me. You're very wise. Who's Sansa? Oh, your dog. Oh, wait, isn't Sansa somebody from Game of Thrones? Doesn't Jeff like somebody Sansa? Jess, leave 138 bait a Google review. Let's go find them. Are you heading out the gate?
Oh, yeah, the front gate, yeah.
All right, dogs are out there. Did you know that?
Yes, I did.
Let me help you.
Oh, it's fine. I'm sure.
I don't want them to run away.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not you. Not at all. We just have dogs that think life is better outside this gate.
Is there a better way you guys are going now?
I think I'm gonna let you out and then we'll go to the sunroom and then there's no one to do that. Thank you. All right, let's go to the sunroom. Sunroom. They're good. They're good. How's it looking?
It's a partial flop.
Okay.
It goes down a lot faster than I thought it was going to.
Okay.
So we'll see what-
Okay. All right. All right, let's go find 138. Give me a sec. I feel a little better. The bait thing really kind of like, Here's this lady just sitting there trying to keep her business open, and I have no reason to complain, right? Let's go find 138 bait. Just want to introduce myself and let everyone know that the shop formerly known as Twitch and Kim's Bait and Tackle is now 138 Bait and is being run by me, Kim. I'm working hard to keep the shop going and would truly appreciate everyone's support as I start this new chapter. Please note I currently do not have shiners or green crabs in stock, but fresh local brine pogies will be in today around 10. I'm also fully stocked with live eels, plenty of sea worms, night crawlers, frozen squid. Let's like this. Let's comment on this. Okay, let's share this post. Let's start. Okay, perfect. Okay. I'm behind, but I've never related to anything as much. I'm like that drug addict. The emotional pain keeps me in the pit of despair. Isn't that kind of like, I certainly never really thought about it before until I was just kind of like spitballing it this morning. But like, I was thinking about another person that I saw, some video that popped up on my live stream on Instagram. And it was like someone who like, I don't know, they're pseudo famous. Maybe they're on a reality show, 15 and pregnant or 16 and pregnant or something like that. And this girl like relapsed or whatever. And like, there was like some context about it and she was talking about it and there were people that were talking about it in the comment section. And I guess maybe like it resonated with me in a way. And I'm not trying to like assume like the drug addict, like affliction, because that is traumatic and very difficult. But in some way, like, I don't know, it just kind of like made me feel like, how do I atone for like this whole life of like perpetual bad decisions? You know what I mean? And then do you not get to a point where you just either have to accept that this is how it is and you try to move on? I have like a real like disenchanted way of like just saying like I'm better than that. I have like a false sense of like confidence sometimes where it's like it's my like way of dealing with the things that I've done in the past. But how do I, what do I do? How do I go back like and say, I made bad decisions or whatever, or made the wrong decision, not even bad, but like at that time was like, well, I'm going to choose to do this instead of doing that. How do you work through that in your head? You know what I mean? I don't know. So I'm not sure. And you know, like when I talk about balance of my show, like it can have, you know, fun stuff and it all can have serious stuff. It can have like wholesome stuff, but it all also can be like, we can definitely talk about like the fucking shit that's going on in this. I mean, look at Meredith O'Neill is texting me this morning and it's like, I'm writing a long form article about you and your husband and his son, you know, like, you know, it's crazy. You know, I could, there's one surefire way to avoid being a target of Meredith O'Neill, and it is to never involve yourself with Meredith O'Neill, right? That is the only way. But chances are you will be targeted by her if you interact with her. There are a lot of people who are on the internet who never say anything, but they watch everything. I guess I was a little caught off guard by there being a plumber here in my house. She responded, "Hi, Jessica. Thank you so much for your input. It will certainly be featured prominently in the piece. Just one more follow-up for accuracy. You previously claimed to only be squatting in Kayla's house for about 3 months. However, documents you filed in your own probate paternity case show that Swansea address as early as the winter of 2014, over a year before you filed the squatting motion." No, any comment? Yes, here is a comment. Hold on. Any comment to help reconcile the difference? My only comment to you is that I hope these text messages are not being sent during the time you are working at your job. Because when I find out where you work, then I would just say that you're harassing me on work time. So I hope that you are not working right now as you send these messages. Wait. Cheech just says, don't send it. No response. Okay, we won't. Wait, we'll stop. Restart. Don't send. Wait, hold on. Let me think about, I have an opportunity here. Hold on. You looked fat in the last picture. No, we're not going to write that. Bob's Burgers fans, what's happening now? Meredith is writing a long form article about me and my husband's hold on. I know how I feel about this. I will offer no comment, but please make sure you send me the finished article so I can share it with my very large audience. Yes, I will offer no comment, but please make sure you send me the finished article so I can share it with my very large audience. I wish you the best of luck and success in your new endeavors to become an award-winning independent journalist. I will offer no comment, but please make sure you send me the finished article so I can share it with my very large audience. I wish you the best of luck and success in your new endeavors to become an award-winning journalist. Hmm. That doesn't feel right either. You're watching in real time how I deal with something like this. Do I want to respond? Not responding feels better. No responding. I have a way I could actually respond to all of this. And it would, it's so good. We're going to leave it as no response. No response. Oh, Sammy's mom. We left it alone. We didn't respond. I really don't respond. I have something that could literally just make that whole thing look stupid, but I'll wait until it's published and then we'll do it. We're just not going to respond. We put the phone down. Moon's over my hammy. You were ahead of me. I already put the phone down. We put the phone down. We aborted. Okay, we did it. The chat won that one. What does this say? Jess, you've raised my blood pressure. So while I'm here and I'm in front of my computer, which I'm never on when I do my show, I figured out the issue. There were several orders on Shopify that I would share the screen, but they have people's addresses on it. So I didn't realize that I did this, but somebody may have used Shopify before, but when you do Shopify, you have options to fulfill Printful's orders and you hook up like a account to do it. So in the beginning, before I did my big merch drop, I had my own personal business account attached. And every time the money would batch, I would send it over. And I would do each one manually so I could look at it and watch it. And then once we were able to make a little bit of a profit off of the merch, I was able to have things going automatically on rotation. So all of those things would just automatically fulfill. Then we had an issue with one of my debit cards that expired. So my old number was in it. So there was like a little blip, but all of those went through. Then what I did is I have a credit card with Shopify. And in order for me to kind of build my credit, I wanted all of my transactions through Printful to get automatically charged to, I guess it's a complicated way to say it. Shopify is the host of my website, and they are the ones who like fulfill all the orders. But Printful is who sends out the merch to like the companies that actually make it. So we pay Printful from Shopify. And then, we play Printful from Shopify. Printful fulfills the orders. They send them out. And then all of that information gets sent to Shopify where we keep track of all of the orders. But the payment goes through Shopify. So I got a credit card through Shopify, but it was encouraging me to use it. And I hadn't really used the credit card. So what I did was I hooked up the Shopify credit card to fulfill all of the orders automatically. And the payment for the Shopify credit card just comes right out of my Shopify balance. So it's a win-win. Like it's paying the orders with the credit card, but the money in the Shopify account just pays the orders. And for some reason, yeah,
All set. Granny probably like never had it before.
no way.
So,
Let's go.
there you go.
Awesome. Wow. How great. Hold on, guys. We're going to finish what we're doing here for a second. We're going to go pay our friends.
You still have a minute. You still have a couple minutes. I gotta put some stuff away.
Okay. My wallet is out in the car, so I'm going to meet you out there, and you can use my debit card, right, to pay for this? Is it? Yeah. Okay. All right. Are you coming back up, or are you out for going to go out there?
Oh, I can come back in if you like.
No. I'll meet you down. I'll come down right when, and give me 2 minutes.
No worries. No rush. I gotta put some stuff away.
All right. So we're going to, you guys want to stay because we can finish a couple things. So anyway, I don't know how or why, but I assume it was when it can't be that long ago. But when I was in my account, I locked my Shopify card, my credit card. I put it on no spend inadvertently. So it was showing payments and then it would take days. And then apparently like these 6 orders were just sitting there and they never were getting payment, but it kept trying it because it was a Shopify credit card. So I went in last night and I was like looking at it and I'm like, what is going on? I changed it over, paid it out of my business account, and then went back to look at the credit card and realized it had just been locked. Like I put a security lock on it. I must have clicked a button maybe on my phone. I don't know, but it was locked. So that was the holdup for them. So all of those orders that were sitting there have all moved to the queue. They're all moving and fulfilled through the payment system. And that's it. So they're just sitting there. One of them already has an in-transit number. Let's go pay this guy. Can you guys hang out here for a minute and I'll be right back? Let me get off this screen. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. I forgot my keys. I'll be back. All right, hi. Is everybody still here? I can't be sure. All right. I was running outside upstairs to the back sunroom to let the dogs in. Mima's in the kitchen and she goes, "What's going on?" I said, "Oh, the plumber was here." And I said, "The shower upstairs is all set." And she goes, "Wait, so nobody's going to take a shower in my room anymore?" And I said, "No." I said, "Are you sad?" And she goes, "Kind of." I kind of feel bad. That's kind of sad. So name of the company that we used was Greenpoint Plumbing and Heating. They're on Harrison Avenue in Somerset. Called them yesterday. They did a unclogged second floor bathroom tub shower. May need mixing valve rebuild soon, which you told me, but it doesn't. $200. Flat $200. Yesterday, I almost paid $650. And today it cost me $200. So if you're local, greenpointplumbing.com, you should consider them. They're amazing. Scotty, are we still going to the Cino tomorrow? Yes. 6 p.m. We are going to hang out at the bar, the Lighthouse Bar, on Saturday. Let's go do a Google review for him. Hold on. So let's find Greenpoint. Thank you for reminding me to do that. Let's do it. Write a review. 5 stars. I called the owner, Matt, yesterday after I had a larger company come in and quote me 3 times as much for unclogging a shower drain. Matt had his son here the next day at 8:45 a.m. and in a half hour with 0 issues, mess, or noise, had my shower up and working. Again, for 1/3 of the cost. I chose a larger company because I did not know anyone and thought that would give me a peace of mind, but it came with a price. I took to Facebook to ask neighbors who they used, and a friend suggested Greenpoint. I am so glad that I called, and not only was it less expensive, but I supported a family business from my own town. I normally don't leave reviews, but this experience should be shared. Thanks, Matt and Sons. Okay. I never really think about reviews, so thank you to everybody who reminded me to do that. That's really great. So we reviewed Kim's, and then we reviewed this one. I have a shower, and it is a little sad because do you have a good hair catching basket thingy for the shower? No, I don't. Let's order one together. Is this what we want? So it can't be one of these that go down because my drain kind of curves off. But these, right, these go at the top. When do we get these? We can get these tomorrow. Do we want this one? All right, we have a problem. Everything in my car is related to the decorations that I want to do for the town hall, totaling $748. So let's just hit save for later. Save for later. We have to get rid of all of these things. Save for later. Save for later. Sorry, we'll come back to you. Save for $750 Amazon cot is rich. Save for later. Save for later. Save for later. Save for later. That's it. That's all we have. All right, let me stop sharing in case it pops up and it shows my stand by. All right. Buy the flat one. Oh no, I just ordered that one. All right, we'll just see how that one goes. It's arriving tomorrow. Wait, you need the chain link looking sink strainer. Absolute game changer. I went through like 3 or 4 different ones since we moved. Okay. Send me links. I ordered that one, but we'll send me links. I just got a message from one of the besties. Says, hey lady, I'm listening to you this morning. Everything you are feeling really resonates with me. My path has been a bumpy one. So I read and reread this quote. Oh, I read and reread this quote a lot. It's never too late to be whatever the hell you want to be. And you have many people who follow you for your authenticity. People are starving for something real, not curated bullshit. And that's why you have loyal bunnies and besties. Keep your chin up. Not that I'm going to tell you what to do, LOL. And she sent an F. Scott Fitzgerald quote. And it says, for what it's worth, it's never too late, or in my case, too early, to be whoever you want to be. There's no time limit. Start whenever you want. You can change or stay the same. There are no rules to this thing. We can make the best or the worst of it. I hope you make the best of it. I hope you see things that startle you. I hope you feel things you never felt before. I hope you meet people who have a different point of view. I hope you live a life you're proud of. And if you're not, I hope you have the courage to start all over again. Moons sent me a message and says, take a break, ignore X. You deserve a break. All of your loyal followers will be here when you return. Jess, you're very talented. You are in a completely different league. It was really nice to hear you talk about growing this morning. I think it's time to start considering those things. You don't need this community to succeed. You can do it. I love you, Moons. You know what's funny about Moons? I don't think I've ever said this before, but I had Moons confused in the beginning, like way, way, way in the beginning when she first started connecting with me. I had her confused with someone else. And that person ultimately was like not nice to me in text messages. And one day I was just like, wait, this doesn't jive. And I found out that I had her saved in my phone as a different name. Oh, wait, somebody was at a store. Shannon there's a picture and it says, don't tell me what to do. She's like, I laughed immediately out loud at the store. Dearest head bunny in charge, you are one of the toughest bunnies I know. You survived foreclosures, the repo man. God, the repo man. And just recently, Jeff laughed so hard you thought he stroked out. Please wipe the tears off your beautiful face. Hold your head up, pick your own crown, and place it back on top of your head where it belongs. Your bunnies will be here waiting for your return. Love, retired federal LEO. Is everybody okay with me reading these messages? I think they're funny and good-hearted. Good morning, Jess. I have a feeling our moms might have known each other. When you posted that high school picture, it brought back a memory for me. I remember meeting your mom at the meet and greet and thinking, I know that lady. My mom, Sally, was well known in Fall River and frequented local bars like the Corey Roy Club and Park Cafe. Could you ask your mom if she knows Sally LePage? Let me write that down. Let me write it down. My mom is older now, so I'm not sure she would remember. It would be wild if they were friends. Regardless, I want to express how much I appreciate your authenticity and humor. You make my chores and errands so much more enjoyable. I admire your strength. Keep doing the amazing work on YouTube. Wishing you all the best and can't wait to hear about our moms. Let's just call Mima downstairs and ask her if she knows a Sally LePage. Stand by. How long have we been doing this? 2 hours? That's so on brand for us. As wonderful as I feel, I am definitely fighting the urge to get into bed and not leave my room today. Oh, Mazer's here. Is it Mazer? Mazer. I'm on my show, but not on camera. Hi, Mazer. Hi. Hi, Mazzy. Mazzy, come give me a hug. Oh, Quincy. All the puppies. Quincy, you give such good kisses. Quincy, you should make room for Reagan on the bed so he can get on too, but he won't. He'll just. Hey, Mouse. Mouse. I was having a bad day. But I got out of it. I pulled myself out of it.
So it's 9 o'clock in the morning.
It started early. Everybody says they love you, Mazer. Jeff Stee. What's going on with you?
Working.
Okay. Shower's all set.
I know you told me.
Game changing.
I'll be home.
Okay.
We're coming back.
It's Friday. It doesn't feel like Friday though, because of Monday, Tuesday. What is that?
It's still
I know.
right.
What do you want to do today?
I already told you I'm working on the deck.
All right, I'll help you. I'll hang out with you. I'll hang out with you.
I don't know. Well, you're not helping me.
I'll just sit near you.
You're not getting in my way.
I won't get in your way. I'll just sit near. I'll sit near you.
Sitting with someone with a dog.
I'll clean. I'll wipe down all the patio furniture to get it ready.
It's gotta come off the deck.
That's what I mean. We'll take it off the deck. I'll wipe it all down, and I'll get it ready. So you're gonna paint just the deck bottom part, or all of it? What are you doing?
Do what it needs.
All right. Will it be dry by tomorrow?
I would assume.
Okay. And then I can set up the deck on like Sunday. Put the furniture.
Not Sunday though.
No, well, tomorrow we have town meeting. You're not gonna.
I'm not, I won't be done. You already told me I can't even, you won't even let me finish the whole deck, so.
So here's what I was thinking. We can talk about it later, but the deck already was stained last summer. I think you think like it looks like it needs another coat. It does, but what about putting it on a roller and putting a long.
Doesn't work as well, and I don't like it.
I know it won't work as well when you're doing it for the first time, but wouldn't a roller be acceptable for like this second touch-up coat? I bet it would be. And I think it'll really just be fine if you do it standing up.
It's not gonna be any quicker.
It is, of course it's quicker, and you're not on your hands and knees. I don't want you on your hands and knees on the deck,
I'm not
Jeff.
on my hands and my knees. This is why I don't include you, because I sit down and do it. Like, you're not gonna be out there like bothering me and micromanaging me while I've done it when I've done it a million times. I sit down and do it. I
Okay.
sit down on a chair. You've never seen me do it. I've done it twice now.
Okay.
Sit down on a chair and paint. I'm not using a roller. It comes out like shit. It's not meant for a deck.
I don't know if you should be out there doing a arduous task like that.
I'm sitting down and painting.
Okay. All right. When you're done, I will then bring the furniture out and the rugs and all of that stuff.
I don't want like stuff in my way because I still gotta get.
I'm not going to put it on while you're doing it,
I still
Jeffrey.
gotta get the pool ready.
I know that. I'm
Like,
okay.
the furniture, is my least concern.
Yeah, it's the least of your concern, but I want it set up. So when the deck is done being stained, I'm going to set up the deck.
Saturday's gonna be miserable. He said it's gonna be in the 30s and 40s tomorrow.
Okay, then forget it. I won't do anything for whatever.
What about the front deck?
I'm halfway there, obviously.
Work on the front deck while I work on the back deck.
Okay.
That would make.
I'm trying to find furniture for the front deck. I check Facebook Marketplace every day. I haven't really found anything that like is perfect and fits well.
You don't like the bed anymore?
I don't like the bed anymore. I don't like it. Doesn't look
I
good.
fought you on that you pushed back at me on, and now you don't like the bed. Now 2 years, not even barely 2 years later, you're already. I don't like the bed.
I don't like it. And I would like it gone. It doesn't, I thought the bed would be for us to sit on, and it's turned into a massive dog bed. And that is, the dogs have the whole yard. They're not getting my front deck. So we have a bed up there that I can't sit on, but these two sit on so they can get a better view of the neighborhood. And I'm not giving them that because they have jurisdiction over the whole fucking yard as it is.
They have whatever they want.
Bullshit. You
My
only care
baby.
because you have your king
My
chair
baby.
over there,
It's my
and then
baby.
they sit on the bed.
My
But where
baby
do I
gets-
sit when I
my
want?
baby
Yeah,
gets
well,
what
it's.
he
I want it gone.
My baby gets what he wants all the time because he's my baby and I love him. I love you, Quincy. I love you. Cause you're my baby, and you look me with love in your eyes more than your mom does. Your mom does not kiss me or look at me like that every morning. She does not wait by the door every morning for her daddy. And you give me kisses 'cause you love me.
Reagan wants in on it too.
And Reagan, I love you. You give me kisses. You give me kisses all the time 'cause you're a loyal boy. But you kinda like your mother equally. But Quincy doesn't. He loves me the most.
Quincy made room for Reagan to go on the bed.
And that's okay. 'Cause Lincoln loved mommy more than me. It happens with dogs. I've developed a serious relationship with my little black dog because I love him. Ah,
Little does Quincy know that if it weren't for his mommy, he wouldn't even be here because he was a
Quincy, you
present
don't need
that
to
mommy
know
bought for
that.
daddy when he was sad. Mommy found
This
you
is why
and then
you
she paid for
love me,
you and then
'cause
she
your voice
picked
is
you
so
up and then she brought
annoying.
her home to your daddy.
No,
And
you
if it
didn't bring
wasn't for
anybody home. I
mommy,
went right there
if it
with you.
wasn't for mommy, you wouldn't be here. So go and give daddy all of your love. But it's mommy who got you here. Like, also, Reagan was brought here by mommy. She found you.
But who did Reagan go up to first at the fucking place? He ran up to his daddy.
But
And
daddy would never have been there if it weren't for mommy who dragged
because you
him
were gonna
there
get
on a Saturday.
two twin bitch dogs.
And then mommy said, let's go to the store and see the doggies. And daddy said, no way, I'm not going on a Saturday. And mommy cried and said, let's go. I want to go and get a dog.
Hey, Rage Against the Machine over there.
Just as long as both of you dogs know the only reason you have your relationships with your father is because I found you, cultivated you,
Oh, yeah?
paid for you, and brought you
give
home.
me- you give me
Oh,
paw
wow,
'cause
Reagan,
Daddy
that's
runs
dirty. You did that right in front of
around.
me.
Daddy paw
He
'cause mommy
picked up
runs
his
around.
paw and like was pawing at Jeff. They're both just loving on Jeff right now.
Every day.
Somebody just called this Puppertino the musical.
Oh. Yeah, look. Eating out of
They're
my,
both each licking.
licking my hands. I love you so much. Daddy's in a really huggy, lovey mood because I almost died.
Yeah. Did
Oh.
Quincy
Oh,
dial
oh.
911 when you were having a stroke? Absolutely
Quincy
not.
has no opposable thumbs. Shut your mouth, bitch. How is that possible for a dog to call 911? But then he never left my side, and he didn't cry like a bitch and make it so nobody could understand the words that were coming out of his mouth.
Somebody just typed 611 in the chat.
At least the dog wouldn't dial the wrong number for 911. Hey, what's the number for 911?
611.
611. Duh. You fucking idiot.
I can't.
At least Quincy didn't dial the wrong number and leave his husband to die.
I didn't. I held your hand the whole time. I was so scared.
And then the lady told you to calm down.
She did
'cause
tell
you're
me.
not good for me in a bad situation.
Shut up.
Oh, your husband's having a heart attack? Why don't you throw him into full panic mode and start crying? Yeah, that's good for him. Honey, are you gonna die? Hey,
Not what happened.
honey, are you dead yet?
No.
I don't know, honey. I guess not. I'll try harder next time.
That is not what happened. You maybe don't know it because you were not conscious, but that is not what happened.
I don't know. Maybe we'll have 611 retell us the tale.
Jesus
Do they have it on recording? What's 611 anyways? What did you get?
T-
Fucking Maura Healey's illegal fucking
That's 211.
Oh, that's a real oh my sweet Jesus.
Wait,
There's
let's-
a real number.
There is. I think there is a 211. Hold on. It's definitely that's the state number.
What?
Thank you for calling Mass 211, a program of your local United Way.
Yeah.
Please
United
listen
Way?
carefully. Our menu options have recently changed.
Okay. That's enough.
And it was an accident because when I was holding the phone,
Because you're not good.
it's not.
under
The 6 is
pressure.
above the 9. I
yeah.
definitely am not good. 100% I'm not
But
good.
the weird thing about the number 6 is that it's a 9 flipped upside down to clearly
All
designate
the more
how it's not a 9.
I I was holding your hand and you're making fun of me, but I was so scared. And you know that. But I've cried already today. Don't make me cry again.
Why did you cry today? Wasn't because of me.
No, I'm just thinking about my bad life choices. And I'm not a good person.
Like me?
No.
Like when you dialed 611 instead of 911?
No.
Like
How I don't have like money or like
what the fuck? Nobody's got fucking money. Just please. I'm going back to work. You cheap that you have a fucking job in a house and stop fucking running about nothing.
Nobody tell him that we
You
have
wanna go outside?
bait in the car. Okay, I'm gonna finish up here. Just check the gate. I did it myself, but okay. Yeah, Jeff is like, fuck this shit. He's like, I'm out. We are not doing this. Hi Cheryl, good morning. That Portuguese, yeah. Oh, that was fun. Wait. It's the bait is frozen. Hold on. This is the one that I wanted to get. Where is it? This your husband's stroking out. We call Mass Save. Okay. I know, it's fine. For what it's worth, I do give myself credit that instead of not doing a show this morning, I was like, if you do a show, it will change. You will feel differently, maybe worse, maybe better, but it'll change how I was feeling. And that has happened. Also, during that time, we have managed to get bait and we have also managed to unclog our shower. How great is that? I have to clean that shower, so I'm going to go do that. I have bait in the car, but it's frozen, so don't worry about that. That squid is hard as a rock. And you can't really, like, the pogey you can use. You want to go fishing? We can go fishing, but not right now. Oh, Josie, are you late? We talked about this. I think you popped out and popped back in. I was going to share the screen, but you missed the whole thing about where it is. All of the merch is now currently moving. I just won't pull up the screen because it has people's like names and addresses on it. But I had my Shopify credit card attached to it, and then I shut my credit card off. And so it was just constantly looping the payment. And because it was a Shopify credit card, it just kept retrying it. But all of there was an issue with one order. Somebody, I also sent you a message this morning, check your email. Somebody's address was not showing up properly. So that was hindering somebody else's. But what order was it? I can tell you what order it was. If your order is, hold on, order number 1358. It had been placed on hold because they are unable to verify the address, but I sent you an email asking you to revisit it and take a peek at it. So if your number was 1358, that is the reason why that one was being held up. But it takes them a long time. Like, for example, I just got this 20 hours ago at 1:05 p.m. yesterday, but the order was placed weeks ago and it just popped in as an issue yesterday afternoon. Let's do this. Oh, we got to get more merch. So I made, let me see if it pops up. Hold on, I'll get it for you to see. Let me show you. I worked on the show started off rough for sure. I made a Approachables While on Cations logo yesterday. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Hold on, let me see. Let me share this screen. All right, you want Just a Baby merch? I'm going to do that. Hold on. Here is, can you see this? Approachables When on Cations. It's a bag. Isn't it cute? We have to upgrade it and change it a little bit. It's going to go up to, and I actually can qualify for this Printful Growth program, which will lower the price. But we have to upgrade one thing to this. But this is the Approachables When on Cations bag. It's cute, right? Approachables When on Cations. Oh my God, Cheech. Brighter colors. I am struggling because remember when I went and found another company that had a different variety of styles of shirts. Like Printful, it's all basic. It's just basic t-shirts. It's basic sweatshirts. There's nothing really uber fashionable about the style of the shirt. Even the V-neck is kind of like, it's kind of lame, right? So I found another company, but like we had like a cropped shirt and it never fulfilled it. And I had to refund somebody's order. Like it just never, it was, I don't know. So now I just feel like I got to stick with Printful, but I'm limited. I really have to try to find another company to fulfill the merch because I just don't love all of it. You know what I mean? And I'm very limited. Like for example, like that bag, it only comes in black and neutral or white and neutral. Some V-necks only come in white and black, but I wanted colors. So it's kind of, it sucks. And Cheech wants a like Under Armour style zip up, but they're outrageously expensive. I'm trying to do V-neck tees. They're not really good V-necks. They're kind of like, I'll show you one. Hold on. Let's go back. Let me share. Let me get it first. Hold on one second. I'll show you. So here is I originally was working with Jeff's suggestion on a Approachables logo, right? And so here, this was his Approachables While on Cations. But look at this V. It's too high. There's no boob action here. I don't like this. This is kind of masculine. This is the only V-neck they offer. And so I just don't like. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. So I do have to spend a little bit more time on merch. I am going to, well, if I've managed to turn myself around and get out of my head where I want to quit this whole thing. I know I like a good deep V. So while I'm here in my office, which I never am, let's write this down. Approachables 611 Don't tell me what to do. Just a baby. I will work on it. I will work. Fourth wall. Okay, hold on. Fourth wall. Okay. We do need to revamp the whole store. I took some things down. I just kind of want to like take everything. And by the way, when I take them down, I can still bring them back. There's 2 tank tops currently on there. I think it's like the Morning Ben Rosa tank top is up there in a 24 on 24. Those are on there. But I do think they need to be a little bit better. So I just want to, we need more stickers. We do have some new lore that we can add. You know what? So let me, hold on. Let me read some messages. I want to come back to something. Remind me about coloring books in a second. Hold on. Somebody said, you should ask Melanie for 10 minutes of her time. She went through that same thing. I think X is the problem. Babe, we all love you. Like you have said, there's a handful, and then it takes someone being flipped on their presentation. It hits harder. I get it. I would talk to her. You are not weak because you're asking how she navigated this. She really knows how to. I think she's talking about Melanie Little, obviously. I have no idea who this is. It's a new number. I have a patio set. I can take pictures. It has a fire pit in the middle of the table. I don't know if that's what you are looking for. Send me pics and I'll pay for it. Like whatever I mean, I don't need to buy anything new. But I will. So let me put this. I do not know why this order. While I have you on, one of the besties is sending about their order. I'm going to pull it up right now because I really don't know what is going on with this one. Let's do this in real time, bestie. Payment was complete. It's $43. It said it was delivered on March 11th and it never got delivered, or she's saying that it didn't, she never got it. So let's just go in and see if there's been any updates to this. I actually did look at this, but stop sharing. We don't want that to show up. Okay, so let's go to this. This is an old order. So let's find it. And if there is nothing, let's just, like somebody's got one here. It's partially fulfilled. Stacy, you have 6 items. 5 of the orders are fulfilled and one item is just sitting there. And I have no idea. And there's no communication with Printful. Like there's one here, Jody ordered something back on March 11th and there's a tracking number and it just, so the item has been fulfilled. It has been paid for. I paid Printful for it. It's got a tracking order and then nothing else. Let me go see this order while we're here in real time. Sorry if you guys. Yeah, here it is. It shows that it was delivered on Wednesday, March 11th. It shows everything. It shows ordered March 5th, dispatched March 7th. Then it was in transit for 3 days. Your package was loaded onto a vehicle in Indianapolis, departed from the facility in Indianapolis. Your package is out for delivery. Select the camera icon to show the delivery photo. Ooh. And then it shows your package was delivered, but you did not receive. So let's just go to you and refund it. Let's do that. That is the address that it shows that it was delivered to. I'm not going to say it out loud, but that is the address that you just texted me, is the address that it shows here in my, let me just look at it one more time to make sure. Oh no, it has a completely different address. The address that you used for billing is the address you sent me, but the address that you had for shipping was not the same. So somebody at this address got a limited edition Beaver Moon Ceremony 2025 crew neck. I'm going to take a picture and I'm not going to post it, but hold on, let me take a picture. This is the address that you entered. And this is where it was sent. So, and it never came back. So I'm going to just issue you a refund. Let me go hit refund. This is going to take a little bit for it to even show up. So the total available amount for the refund is, we'll do the 35 and we'll do the shipping. So the total refund is $43.49. Once the item is refunded, you cannot start a return for it. We don't want to return an item. We just want to process the refund. So stand by. Reason for refund was delivered to the wrong address. Refund $43.49. Okay, I'm going to take a picture for you. And it shows you that you have a refund pending for $43.49. Just takes, I've seen it take a full day for it to pop up. Refund pending. Okay, bestie. All set. All right, let me go back over to here. Well, it's just been going on a while. You know what I mean? It's okay. I'm just going to issue a refund. They put the wrong address. Maybe it's not their fault. She's going to reorder. It's okay. We'll take the L on that one. Somebody in another address is got a Beaver Moons. It's not even in the same state. The address that she put in is a completely different state. It's not even a neighbor. It's like a completely different state. I'm scrolling up because I was missing the chat while I was doing that. It shows a camera and it shows an option to click on a photo, but there is no photo. I'm not showing you guys, but I took pictures of what I was seeing and I'm sending it to her. So that's it. If you have another issue with an order, just text it to me. But if it was pending over the past couple of weeks or so, every order has moved, has been fulfilled, has been paid, and now one just popped up literally while I was watching with the tracking number. So just wait a minute or two, but this one was going back a while. I'm on Replay Crew this morning and listening. Seems like growing pains on the other side of this bullshit. You cannot be stopped. Soon things will be so insignificant because you will have so much great going on that you won't have time to think about what people are saying. They are so far beneath you. I would like a don't tell me what to do on a coffee mug. Okay, I will add that to the list. Thank you. This is from someone whose number I don't have, so has never texted me before. Hi, Jess. I know you feel like your content isn't good when you're driving around doing daily tasks. I want you to know that it helps me tremendously. I'm a 47-year-old wife and mother whose anxiety has worsened each year with the thought of being out in public. It pushes me to get out when I hear you out getting errands done and interacting with people. Please keep it up. There is nowhere else I can find live content like this. I was going to send you this on YouTube, but I was afraid you wouldn't see it. We love you. Keep it up. Thank you. Wait, you want a bumper sticker? I can do bumper stickers. Who is this that's here? Mazir? What are you looking for? I didn't hear it, no. You want to let him in? Okay. Magnets, bumper stickers. Magnets we can do. You know what? Jack asked the same thing. So there's 3 baskets of clean laundry that I just haven't folded since we came back. They're in the dining room. If you want to, you can take one of those baskets and dump it on the dining room table. I'm just going to move from here and I'm going to fold all that laundry next. No, just leave the towels.
You know, I always fold them.
No, you do fold the towels, Mauser. If you could just line up the corners a little bit more properly so that they're perfectly folded. Because sometimes I have to refold them.
I'm going to call 611 to see exactly how you do that. Though. All right.
Somebody wants 611 on merch. Do you want me to make you a 611 t-shirt? Like that says I had a stroke and all I got was my wife calling 611 or something like that. It was not my fault. I was shaking desperately.
Where's my shovel?
It's right there. That would actually be great if you take that down. I never ended up using it that night. I made you bring it upstairs. What are you up to right now? What are you doing in here?
Is this the shovel that they use for O'Keefe?
Jeff! Holy shit! Jeff! Do not get on here and say this.
Use this one to see if he's underneath the pool, maybe.
Oh my God, Jeff, get out of here with that shit. Don't.
I'm just wondering if this was the same style shovel.
Jeff is asking if the shovel is the one that they dug and put John O'Keefe in the pool.
Wow. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. What do you think happened to John O'Keefe?
He's in heaven with Jesus.
That is correct. I didn't ask you where he was. I asked you what you think happened to him.
He was meowed.
He was meowed.
And somebody called 611 and nobody came to the rescue.
Get the fuck out with it. Get out. Oh, that might be the merch. Normal wives call 611. That might be it. Hi, Mazir. You gonna give me hugs? Hi, Mazir team. I hold you. Maz. Do you want to go fishing?
I have a deck to paint.
I know, but you know what? Maybe don't do the deck today and let's just go fishing.
Well, that's only with your permission. I would never skip out on doing housework without your permission.
Maybe I went to the bait shop and I already bought squid and pogies.
Okay, Larry. Can I bring the guitar to serenade the fish?
You
and bring them
cannot.
over?
I don't.
Oh, it's already happening.
You're gonna
So-
bring the guitar.
Back in the day,
Oh God! Story time with Jeff.
couple friends, I won't mention their names, we'd go down to Somerset Waterfront Park. Now, I didn't play at the time, but you know, I always love to hear. I've always loved hearing it. And they would play while we partook in awesome things. We'd sit at the
Ketamine.
We'd sit at, no, that kills people. We'd sit at the top. Although I do have a ketamine story, but we sit at the top of the hill and overlook the water. So it's not, it's what we do in Somerset.
Some are set and some are not.
Yeah, so the guitar's coming.
So here's my thing. Let's look at the weather very quickly.
The weather's great today. The weather's shit tomorrow.
Okay.
That's how it goes. It's going to be fucking miserable tomorrow.
Okay. So I'm
Which is
just
perfect for your plan to go be somewhere inside. So just so you know, if I don't get to stay in the deck today, it ain't going to happen tomorrow.
okay. Let me just look at.
And everything's going to get pushed off.
Hold on a second.
I'm telling you the weather.
I want to look myself.
Oh, why don't you just believe me? It's like everybody knows.
Sunday isn't raining at all. Sunday's just
I know,
cloudy.
I said that.
Okay, so Sunday is cloudy and 73 degrees.
I know.
So wouldn't Sunday be a good day to paint the deck?
Yes, but I have to paint the deck, mow the lawn, and open the pool. So everything is going to get pushed off.
Want to go fishing today, Mike?
I would love to do that,
Okay.
but you have to be acceptable.
I
to
am.
what's
I
gonna
offered
happen.
it. I'm telling you that's what I want to do. I got weights, I got fish, I got squid.
Yesterday, it started raining, and I really wasn't feeling very good.
What I'm saying is it's Friday, it's a work
Oh.
day.
My
What?
boss is asking how I'm doing today.
Huh.
They heard the story.
Did you tell them that I called 611 or
I
911?
didn't get that deep into it.
Great.
They couldn't really believe what I had just said.
I know. I say let's not do the deck today. We can do it on Sunday. First of all, the pool, I want the pool up. Obviously, we're behind because Memorial Day is usually done, but there's no swimming taking place in the pool right now. It's not warming up. This weather is 60 degrees next week. It's rainy, cloudy. So it's not like we're opening the pool and we're going to go sit out there and fucking, I'm fine with it being pushed back a little bit. There's no way we're going to make the most
We
of the
can go
pool.
fishing.
Okay, Sphinx, Mez.
I have no problem with it. You
Sphinx.
need to rationalize it in your own head.
I am
I
getting,
will drop
I am.
housework at the sign of a fish or a sheen or
I'm,
a guitar
it was my
or
idea.
a drink or a friend
It was my idea.
or a seizure, whatever gets me out of
I'm supposed to do Bunny After
Staying
Dark
in the
tonight, but I
fucking
don't
deck.
want to do it. But I'll go fishing and maybe I'll do video from fishing. Hmm What? Wait, let me mute you. Hold on. What? She's going fishing with Angelo.
Yeah, maybe we should go somewhere where
We're
gonna
not
catch-
going where they are going. I'll go to a different spot, but I'm not going to go.
I didn't say go
Where they
going,
go.
but they catch fish while we fucking catch breeze.
I know.
Let's call 611 and find out the best spot for fishing. Oh, my boss wants to know. I gotta talk.
All right, can you let the dogs in? Because I'm not going to go downstairs.
Outside, it's a nice day. They shouldn't be inside.
Okay.
They're dogs. They're meant to be outside.
Okay, all right.
Gorgeous day.
If we do fishing, okay.
I'll let them in. Actually, the mail's coming.
Tell me you're a control freak without telling me. Recheck the weather and argue about fishing when he said we go. I just want to make sure I'm doing everything right. We will go fishing and then I will bring you along with. We'll do a remote Bunny After Dark and we will bring you fishing later. It's too nice to be in the house behind a computer screen today and my head is not in the game. You know what I mean? All right. The chat has turned things around. You're all funny. And I have some really great messages. What time? I would say early. I would say 6 o'clock. If he doesn't do the deck, you'll never hear the end of it. I don't know. Like, I think, so we did a huge staining of the pool deck last year, like waterproofing and stain. And we're not the only ones that this happened to, because I feel like I've seen it on Facebook as well. People are like, I just stained this last year and it needs to be stained again. And I don't know why we are dealing with like, and we bought like the pretty decent stain. Like we didn't cheapen it out because I love my pool deck, but it does need to be redone. And I guess he made a determination that it's not the sides, it's not the lattice, it's just the actual like floor of the deck that needs to be done. I don't think it's going to take as long as he thinks it does. And I don't want to do it today. I want to go fish. That's pretty much where I'm at. I just would like to go fish. And I think he can get that painting done on Sunday. It's the snow. Could be. All right. Let me just... Oh, this person, Kristen, sent me a message and said, when I was going to be sending a response to Meredith, she said, sign it from Yellowstone Machado. I wish I had seen that. Never texted you before, but I always come into the chat telling everyone I love them. And I mean that. I always hope it makes someone's day better. Anyway, we all have regrets in life, and if you don't have any, you haven't lived. We got you, girl. Sorry I can't contribute, but I know you've been there. I've been here the whole time, but I can never donate. Someday if I can, I will, but I always stand behind you. Thank you, Kristen. That's a great message. Sometimes when things are falling apart, they may actually be falling into place. Jessica, this work that you do, opening up to the world, is hard stuff. I hated hearing that you think, with the exception of your children, that you have nothing. Simply put, you are wrong. You have a body of work that leaves a legacy. You have talent and the skill to create a community that I am enjoying. The Cure, go fishing, go smell candles at Home Goods, go look at the sunshine, take a deep breath, find a cute wee baby to wave to and be silly. All will be well. Life in this age can be so isolating, and you help to remediate that for me. I'm on Team Jess always. Hurt people. Just think how awful it must be in the storm that is in so-and-so's head. I know. Hi, Liz. I won't read that out loud, but thank you. Cheech said, rent a thing from Home Depot. It's easy. Don't you fucking dare let anyone make you quit your job. You need to starve these motherfuckers and let them feed off themselves. Cheech is such a savage. Call me after 24. Have the guy snake your main drain. So funny. Hold on. One of the besties is in Walmart and just found a 200-piece poker set for Yellowstone on clearance for $12. Let's see. Oh, no, sir. No. You can't come in here. We're having moments. We're doing some things. Mark said, I just got chills when this woman at the bait shop said she knew you. I was going to reach out anyways. Fuck the noise. You got this more than anyone. This is Mark Cunningham in the chat, but he messaged me and said, I've been a fan since day one, Substack days, etc. X is a joke. Just keep being you and doing YouTube. Also, Jeff is correct. No one has money. Look how far you've come. I'm a negative Nancy, but it's not worth it. Let's be positive. You built an empire. Keep doing it. Thank you, Mark. Mark is like, there's not a lot of guys here, but he's one of the ones, and he's always sending great messages. Joanne sent me a message and said, I know you are second guessing whether or not to continue your show because of the constant social media attacks, but I need you to know there are people who truly need you. I'm one of them. My daughter is sick. She struggles every day. The physical limitations have now impacted her mental health, and I live in a constant state of fear and anxiety. The fear is the worst part, and it consumes me. Watching your child cry and ask, am I going to die, is something I cannot even put into words, especially when you don't have the answers. The tests, so many tests, and still no answers. My entire life changed in a second without warning, and every day since has felt like survival mode. I'm afraid to leave the house because I need to be close. I need to stay strong for her. I can't let her see how terrified I am, so I cry alone all the time. I don't talk about it because I don't want people to feel sorry for me, and honestly, talking about it takes me to such a dark place that I sob until I get physically sick. The one thing I do religiously is watch you. Your stories make me laugh and bring me peace. You make me laugh out loud because we are so much alike. My brain goes immediately to the worst case scenario every single time. I completely understand why seeing Jeff's truck made you think he was murdered in the basement. Or why your daughter not answering made you think she had been murdered in a Fall River apartment while getting her eyelashes done. I'm crying, but also laughing. I cannot even count how many times I have convinced myself that my husband was dead in an accident or murdered somewhere and felt absolutely certain of it. There will always be people who hate you simply because you shine. It sounds cliche, but it's true. Miserable people bond through hatred because it's easier than becoming better people themselves. Look at the people who support you and compare their character to the people attacking you. Why would you allow people like that to even destroy your spirit? Focus on the people whose lives you touch every day, the people who count on you to bring a little normalcy, laughter, distraction, and comfort into their lives, even if it's only for an hour a day. I don't laugh much anymore. I don't find many things funny these days. That's the sad truth. I can actually remember the last few times I truly laughed, and every single one of them was because of you. You've kept me above the water more times than you will ever know. I don't want to guilt you, and I will support whatever decision you make. But I need you to know that for your presence matters. For some of us, your show is one of the only things that we genuinely look forward to, even if it's just a couple hours a day. It gives us relief from realities that feel unbearable. So you matter more than you know. If you ever need a reminder of why your voice should not be silenced, you can call me anytime. Oh, man. For those of you who don't know, the person who sent that message is the one whose son we did the hair for, and we picked the hairstyle for him. Mark doubled down on this and said, I'm serious, don't fucking let 2 to 4 trolls ruin all the fantastic shit. All righty. All right. Reagan, we are having a moment and recentering ourselves. I'm going to ask that you not growl at the mailman today. Thank you. All right, one more. I don't text a lot because at one point you said it overwhelms you, so I definitely don't want to be part of that. I'm listening live, but I need to go back on replay to catch the beginning. Truly, we need your honesty, authenticity on the internet. We truly, truly need you in these times. It's so relatable to so many of us. I know you've literally got thousands of us following you, but I consider you my friend. That may be non-consensual, consensual on your part, but I always want the best for you and your family. You are literally the best. I just wanted you to know there are so many of us that truly love you and your show. I'm amazed every day by how much you get accomplished, Jessica. We do love you so much. We have your back. I love that community that you built, your True Bunnies. I'm always here for you and the ones that love you. Listen or read or support anything that you decide to do. Okay. Quincy, I appreciate that you do not get triggered by the mailman. You know he's not here to, cross the boundaries of the fence. You know that he's just bringing letters and bills and packages. And I love that you are just not unbothered and that you don't get provoked into what Reagan is trying to do here. Laura sent a message. I'll read this one as well. Jess, you're such an inspiration to so many of us. I'm a single 40-year-old woman who lives alone with my puppertino, who didn't go to college and made a lot of mistakes in my younger years that affect my life now. But hearing you talk about your struggles and seeing how far you've come gives me hope. You motivated me to wake up earlier in the morning and start my day with you. I don't have a lot of friends, and I'm so grateful for the community that you've built. Keep being you. Don't ever change. Fuck the trolls. Love you. Listen, whores, stop asking me to turn this around. It is just a very weird place that it's been in over the past couple days. I remember yesterday when I was talking about like reformatting 24 on 24 and changing it a little bit. As much as I felt like that was the way to go, this kind of a show, like this kind of a day is better, isn't it? Even if there are days that don't always look like this and it's kind of boring. Fall River Whores. Jess, I want to say, from someone on the outside looking in, and yes, most of the time I have my earbuds in cleaning or cooking or whatever, I never really talk in anyone's chat. I just want to say my heart was hurting for you yesterday, especially with Jimmy. I was very disappointed in him and not sure of the story, but having it come online, I was just hurting for you. You have tons of supporters, and it's time to ignore, not to comment or give in to the ones who don't matter in your life. Your kids, Jeff, and all your friends support you to the fullest. That's what should matter. Keep being real, smiling, laughing, enjoying every day with everyone who surrounds you. I'll be home in July. We need to plan a bestie day with everyone. I would love to meet everyone and just laugh and have fun. I'm wishing you a wonderful weekend. I am here if you need a friend. All right. Is it possible to completely close out the actual haters? Is that possible? We've done it a little bit, but is it possible to literally exist in this space, in a complete space of delusion where I pretend that those people don't even exist? Possibly. I mean, after I read all of those messages, everybody's like, don't give in. I guess maybe it is possible. We would have to, you got to find your equilibrium first. Yes, but you need to place a boundary. So Anna Fallon just said, yes, but you need to stay off X, not telling you what to do. And so, Hey Red right here is saying, be like Melanie. I believe that this may be it. This may be the space. The problem is X is the vessel for me to deliver what I do. I all but abandoned Facebook because the interaction was minimal and there was always the risk of getting your account taken down. And X has complete and total freedom. And it is where I share my Substacks. It's where I share my shows. It has become like the hub of where I share. So completely disengaging from X, it might not be possible for me. However, yesterday, when I started feeling really fucked up in the head about all of this stuff, I went on like one of Valerie's posts, right? And wherever somebody said something mean about me, I just blocked them. I've never even seen these names before. I don't know them. I just blocked. I blocked like 50 people yesterday. And I was like, maybe I can kind of like build this wall around me where these people don't, whatever. The other thing though, that I did think about, because I was thinking at length about this last night, is I may consider having someone take over my ex account and just do the posting for me and like use it as just like a business page and have someone else do the posts and someone else manage it for me. I remember I was talking about a producer and bringing someone on, but I could, and I have people that I trust that could take it over, and I would just say, listen, every single day, I'll text you at any point in time what I need to be posted, and they will post it and, turn it around in within 10 minutes or something. What's happening on X doesn't happen on YouTube. It doesn't happen on Facebook. It's only happening there. And I thought about just having someone do it for me. So that's the other option. Everybody seems to think that's a great idea. Has to be someone not, yes, I agree. I think that there is definitely someone who doesn't really, you know what I mean? And I can pay them. Like now I have the ability where I could pay somebody to do it. So I still keep the platform. The only downside to it is occasionally, especially when it comes to like threads or things, I would want to get on and do it because that's my own writing and stuff, like when I do the political threads and things. But, it doesn't mean that I wouldn't, but I could essentially stay off X for the most part. You know what I mean? Like a social media manager, kind of, yes. And then I don't have to see it. I don't have to be in it. And what if I am away from it for a little while? And then I'm like, yeah, you know what? It's being used as the contact point for people. Something like that. You know what I mean? Now, it's the summer. Both Jack and Georgia are not working. Jack could take this over for me and just do my social media on X every morning. So I don't know. We have to see. But I agree with the X part of it. X is a big part of the problem. So anyway. All right. How long have we been doing this? 3 hours. That's a really great hard stop time. I know the second I hit end and this stream ends, I'm going to like sit back in this chair and I'm still going to be like, you know what? I feel a little better, but like the problem still exists. You know what I mean? The problem of like just every day facing the reality of like just not good decisions. I really do believe that the words and things that people say that particularly sting, not just with me, but in any scenario, sting because at some level, the person who hears them knows that the person saying it is right. And not everything, and certainly not the things that like Meredith O'Neill gets wrong, or like the people that say stupid shit like Meredith was saying, like, Jessica is trying to get money back from Fisher Bus because she paid for it. Like, those are just fundamental lies. It's just not accurate. But, there are some times and things where, even like with my weight, like Jen Ullman, like talks so much about like my weight, and I think about my weight all the time since I started menopause, and I've watched my weight go up. Like clearly anybody who has met me knows I've gained significant weight, essentially just in my stomach, by the way, like in my midsection, my, not my legs or my arms, but like my belly area. Like I think about it all the time, and I wonder like why I don't have the motivation, the willpower, the discipline to change that. Like somebody reached out to me and was like, I have a gym, come here. Like, yeah, that sounds great. I don't know if I want to do that. I could go to my doctor and say I want to go on like Wegovy or Ozempic. I don't want to do that either. I'm stuck in this space where I don't know why I can't work around it. I don't know why one day I'm like, yeah, you know what? Let's cut out society. And then the next day I'm like, no, I need society. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't really understand why I'm not disciplined. I don't know why I'm not thinner. It's hard. I guess it's because it's just fucking hard. It's very, very, very hard. Like, it's very difficult. Is that probably why I can't do it? I don't have discipline. I don't think it's that serious. I don't know. I don't know the answer. You're not wrong. You know what I mean? You're not wrong, Jen, about my weight. I will say that prior to menopause, I was very comfortable with my body. I was great with all of those things. Now, menopause has been really, really terrible to me. It's terrible. It's so bad. And I want to do like the HRT, right? I want to do that, but can my brain get over like the previous discussions about it and how bad it is? I don't know. I think, why not try it? How bad could it be if I try for a little while? And then I'm like, maybe it's bad. What are the long-term effects to it? When I go to the doctor, or when I was in the ER with that heart thing or whatever, like every time somebody asks me, what medication do you take every day? And I always say it's none. Everybody always goes, oh, okay, that's good. When the ambulance was here yesterday or the day before, and they asked Jeff, what medication do you take every day? Jeff was like, no, none. They were like, that's great for your age that you're not on a daily medication. Like, it's almost like everybody recognizes, wow, that's good. But is it good, or should I just do it? I had a conversation with my doctor about this. We went last fall. I don't think I shared it, or I don't even know if I was live streaming at the time, but like we had like a real long conversation in there about what was going on with my body. And, we did all this blood work. And then when he determined that it was like I had almost no hormone levels, everything clicked. He was like, well, this is the reason for this. This is the reason for this. This is the reason for this. So then it was just like, okay, well, there isn't a really bad underlying reason. Like there's no cancer. There's no like real issue. So then I was just like, well, this is just menopause, and this is just the way that it is. It is the way to, remember I was saying like we're raw dogging it. Who cares? But is it getting to the point where it does matter and it is a problem? I don't know. KK Billingsley is saying they did it without hormones, scared of long-term repercussions. It was hard, but it eventually levels out. That's how I currently am. So I don't know. It's like if I get mad at Jen Altman making fun of my weight and stuff like that, it's like because I know you're right. I know that you're right. I know that I'm big. I know that I look terrible right now. I know. So that's why I get like pissed and angry about your posts, because like it's fucking accurate. So, like, I don't know. I don't get really mad at like some of the other stuff, but like the lies and things, but I don't know. I should be going back and doing my walks again. I do miss them. Oh my God, stop it. I need this. Where is this? The vaginal awning. Do you know that my favorite singer who has the song that I always talk about, the one that I want to play that I can't because it uses the N-word, but I love it so much. I got a question because I need to know,
All
do
right,
you
so this
ever
is how we
get
feel.
tired of being a bitch, right? It's King Wallonius. He has a song and it's called, I think it's called Fupa. Hold on. Fupa song. It does exist. He has a song called Fupa. I can't. This man. I love him. He also has another song called Just the Tip. So funny. Anyway, I am going to go all in on just doing things that make me feel better, even if it's temporary, even if it's the wrong thing. This is basically what has governed my whole life. We're not going to paint the deck. We're going to go fishing. We're going to go to the casino tomorrow and hang out with all the people. And that's it. That's it. We're just going to do things that make me feel better, and we're probably not going to second guess it. We'll have regrets, but whatever. All right. The 3-hour hard stop isn't stopping. It is. It's 3:10. We're going to get off. Let's wait for 3:11 because that's one of my favorite bands. Not to be confused with 6:11. Thanks, Spicy Missy. I've seen 311 twice as well. I saw them in the living room and I saw them at Club Babyhead. I just have a major crush on Nick Hexum. Fuck the naysayers because they don't mean a thing, because this is what style we bring. Now it's morning and last night's on my mind. There's something I need to get off my chest. And no matter what may come to shine, the dream will always be mine. All mixed up, don't know what to do. Next thing you turn around and find the person is you. Thought a freak might be the thing, but the first will be the last. So just get off of your ass. All mixed up, don't know what to do. Alrighty. Music has a good vibe. Keep me coming. That is a girl that'll kill them stunning. Whoa, keep me coming. That is a girl that'll kill them stunning. You make me nervous. Throat dry. My brain is empty. I don't know why, but I saw you doing something which is really truly nothing, and you could bust me out all day. Many moons since first I saw you. Many moons since first we did the do. Many moons since first we did you. Many moons. That's you. Moons over Miami. Why did I try when I knew it was no end? Why did I try when I saw it was so? Save it for later, 'cause we could just let it skate, 'cause the wait and feel is fine. Oh, yesterday we went by autoimmune is the culprit. I know. Oh, beautiful disaster. Go. I love Amber. I love all of the songs. So yesterday, I just want to let you know, there's a car dealership on Route 138. It's a small little mom and pop place. I think it's called Dad's. And they were having an issue with the town and their permit. It was kind of crazy, but they've been grandfathered in for a long, long time. And the Board of Health was giving them a hard time and they shut them down. I actually wrote a story about it for Fall River Reporter. And I was really invested in this family because they're just trying to make it work. And what caught me was the father or the person who went up to speak to the Board of Selectmen at the time. He said there are a lot of families that depend on the income from this car dealership. Ugh, I can't answer this right now. I cannot answer that. And it just made me feel like, I don't know. It was like, he was just like, listen, this car dealership may be nothing to you guys and the fact that it shut down, but there's a lot of families that like earn a living from it. Anyway, they got their permit all set, straightened out. I wrote the story about them, and then I made good on it, and I went back to them and I bought Jack's car from them. And which has just been, a couple issues, but it's an older car. It is what it is. So Georgia is getting ready to take her lessons and do her road test at the end of the summer. And she is also going to be buying a car. And my mom has given each one of the grandchildren, when they buy a car or whatever, $5,000 to buy a car, to register it and get it on the road. So $5,000 doesn't go a long way in Massachusetts these days, but it's one of the reasons why we liked that place, because we got a really great car for Jack for the amount, and it was just perfect to get it on the road to putt back and forth between high school or whatever. Anyway, so we now are in that situation for Georgia, and we went to go look. Georgia wants a truck, and we stopped there, and they just finished working on a new car. Not a new car, it's an older car, but it's a Chevy Colorado pickup truck. It has no second seat. It's a small little truck. It's gold. And we saw it. We stopped by, we talked to them about it. And I said, well, we'll come by tomorrow. So on the way home from school yesterday, I stopped there and told Georgia we were going to take it for a ride. So we took it for a ride, came to the house, showed it to Jack. It's actually in exceptional good shape. It was a one owner. The guy who sold it is like 80 years old. He used it around his property. And it's just like a really small Chevy truck. It's only got 130,000 miles on it for a 2005 or a 2006. And so my toxic trait is I don't open the hoods of cars because I don't know what I'm looking at. So believe me, there's been many a car in my life that I bought and I never lifted the hood. Don't ask. But the car's got kind of low miles for the age or whatever. So anyway, it's cute. It's cute. I have a daughter who wants a truck. That's Georgia. Obviously, you guys kind of got the vibe of Georgia from everything I've shared with you and her talking. And she goes to Bristol Aggie. She gets dirty. She's different than her sister, but she knows what she wants to do. She wants a small little truck. And her dad has like a bigger truck that he drives that she has been practicing on. So she feels comfortable in a truck as opposed to a low one. So anyway, we're not sure. He's not in a rush to sell it. He's not going to put it on the lot or anything like that. But Angela was going to pick her up from school today. Well, pick her up. They go to school together. And he and his dad are mechanics. They work on cars. So Angela is going to go by with her today and take a peek under the hood and take a look at it and talk to his dad. And they're going to kind of give us an idea of where it's at. If it is a car that we think that she's going to want, I'm going to have Jeff go by on Saturday when I'm at the town meeting and just give the guy $500 to hold it. And then we will, take it again for a ride and see what we're doing. But it's cute. It's a cute little truck. It's what she's wanted from the time this kid could talk about getting a car. She has said she has wanted like a single cab truck, a small one, and it is small. It's not big. So anyway, that's what we're working on. That's also going on right now. So much for no projects. We have town meeting on Saturday. I'm going to take you along with me. We have a hotspot and we're going to be able to work off that instead of the Wi-Fi that they kind of block in there. But I will take you along for town meeting on Saturday. And that is, I believe, starts at 10 a.m. And that's basically our annual town meeting. I'm going to show you what we do when we go. I'm going to talk you through it. If you've never gone to a town meeting in Somerset before, you'll get to see what it looks like. If you have town meetings in your community and you have never gone, but you want to go, I want to show you what it's like so you can feel comfortable and confident so you can go to your own town meetings. There's a lot of people who want to get involved or at least want to go and attend things, but they kind of get scared. They don't know what it's like. I'm going to show you what it's like. A lot of towns in Massachusetts have this same style of government. You're the governing body. You make the decision on the appropriation of your tax dollars. You have the ability to stand up at a town meeting and say, I don't want to vote yes to this expenditure of my tax dollars. I don't, because here's why. Or you get to stand up and you have to say, you know, you're asking for $10,000 to put down new carpeting in our library. Do you have copies of the bids? Where did you get that estimate? What will you do with the money left over if you come under? And where does that money go? You have so much power and control over your municipal budget, and people just don't realize it. I lived here for several years before I really understood what we can and can't do. And like, there's no reason for us at a state level, it's difficult, but there's no reason for you to live in a community and feel hopeless that you can't get anything done or you don't like the way things are spent. Maybe it takes a while, but what if you go to a meeting and you say, I don't want to appropriate tax dollars for this? And then somebody sees you talk about it and share it, and then they show up and they go to the next one. And then after a while, you got 80 people showing up, and guess what? 80 people moves the vote. 80 people, 10 people can make a vote. We've seen initiatives or things on the warrant that have been voted down with 10 votes. So you never know what you can do with the power of being a voting member at a town meeting. So I want to share that with people to hopefully inspire somebody. Publish Rising is saying, like, I'll be jammed up. The last time I was in there, we could not work off the Wi-Fi. It got me there and then it stopped. And so, you know, my tin hat is always running and I'm saying it was them and they stopped it. We're bringing double phones. We're bringing my own like hotspot, and we will run off of that. We can record in there. We can talk in there. We can do whatever we want. So I'm going to share it all with all of you. For some of you, it's not interesting, but for those of you who want to learn, you should tune in on Saturday at 10. I don't know if Lauren's in the chat, but Lauren usually goes to them. Funeral Lady usually never misses. Funeral Lady, fun fact, didn't always speak at town meetings. And I was there for when she spoke at her first one. And now she gets up there and she moves the vote. She inspires people to vote a certain way. She only speaks on issues that she really knows about. She's very persuasive. And she speaks with Amy, Funeral Lady. If you're not following Funeral Lady, you should follow her. She's on TikTok as Funeral Lady. She has an Instagram account. She has a YouTube channel. But if you've listened to it or watched, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. The way Amy speaks, and I don't know if it's because she's from a family of funeral directors, but she has a very subtle, persuasive strength in the way that she talks. Like, she doesn't have to be like me, where I'm like just like caged animal mode. She is very persuasive in the way that she speaks, but with a like, it's her tone. I don't really know. Anyway, but she's also Zen. She's like also like a hippie funeral director. I don't know. But when Amy speaks, you can tell people are subscribing to what she says. I get people to vote the way I want as well, but it's in a different way, a more violent way, so to speak. Compassionate strength is the best way, Coco. That is the best. Publish Rising, that is such a sad way to think about it. What did he say? Local elections affect your day-to-day life, folks. Be present and participate. I beg you. I will tell you what, you will never not feel great about doing it. Oh, she's here. She's here. You will never regret going to a town meeting. You will never regret sitting there and learning more or getting involved. I'm telling you, it feels good. Like, it always feels good. Okay. 3:23 now. We missed the 3:11 band hard stop. Can you do a field trip to Funeral Lady's funeral home and embalm a body on a live stream? What the fuck is wrong with you? Absolutely not. Love the picture of your front porch. Very nice. Thank you. All right, let's get off. I gotta go. What's the plan for today? I'm gonna go clean my shower. I gotta go feed the fish. Oh, last night I cleaned out Sam Rosty's tank and I put in the stone that the person sent me, and we are going to see where we are. So from 5/28, May 28th, Sam Rosty's tank has this stone in it that is supposed to help keep it from getting green. I don't know what the fuck Sam Rothstein is doing in his tank, but he is generating a ton of green slime, turning his water bad. It's like I don't know what he's doing. He's like making meth. It's like Breaking Bad in there. I don't know what he's doing, but we're going to try to keep it clear. Jose Canseco, aka Calvin Schiraldi, is doing great. He's thriving. He's happy. He's swimming. And Gingy is just obviously the princess of all of it. So anyway, please look at the disgusting event at the Boston Public Library on June 17th. Hold on. I'll go look at it right now. What is it? Hold on. Let's go see what it is. I find you. Boston Public Library hosts several events on June 17th, most notably the 3rd annual Trans Pride at the Central Library in Copperly Square. Okay, Trans Pride. Oh, Trans Period Pride. A consciousness-raising discussion on menstrual equity and trans menstruators, including a catered dinner and free period underwear, runs from 6 to 8 p.m. RSVP required for room details on Mass Now. Join us for our 3rd annual Trans Period Pride Consciousness Raising. We'll be learning about trans experiences with menstruation from the MA Trans Political Coalition and hold a group discussion to connect and share. This event is free to attend, and both members of the trans community and their allies are welcome to attend. I am an ally for the trans community. Please RSVP for directions into the meeting room. A catered dinner will be provided, and free period underwear will be given to all attendees. In partnership with the Massachusetts Transgender Political Coalition, with coalition support from the mayor's office and advancement, location change to be announced. Thanks for your support, Jessica. We look forward to seeing you at the Trans Period Pride Consciousness Raising. In-person attendee from 6 to 7 p.m. Okay. We are going to oh, you guys never saw me doing this. I'm so sorry. I essentially just signed up. I'm sorry. So I just signed up for this. End period poverty. I don't care about any of that. I really just have an issue with let's go back. I filled out this. But it almost feels like it's a joke, right? Free period underwear will be given to all attendees. So
Thank you for calling. If you party's extension, you may dial it now, or to dial by name, press star. Leave your message at the tone. Press pound when finished.
hi, my name is Jessica. I'm an independent journalist and reporter here in Massachusetts. I am just doing a story about the Trans Period Pride event that is taking place on Wednesday, June 17th. I'm just looking to gather some basic information about it. So outside what is on your website, I just have a couple of questions. If someone would return my call, that would be great. The phone number is 401-585-2402. Thank you. All right. So Mass Now. Who funds Mass Now? So, made up of 3 distinct branches, the Mass Now Foundation, which works to educate the community about issues facing women and girls. So Mass Now is about a women's organization, but they're holding a period program for men who are transitioning to be women. We're a member-led movement. Let's meet the members. They have a YouTube channel. Okay, this is not what I want. I want to know, how are they funded? Okay, so let's go to, you want to do this together with me? Hmm. No. Found it. National Organization for Women is the name. Massachusetts Now. Okay. Have you guys ever done this with me before? So currently right now, let me get over to here so you have a better screen. Let me take me off. We don't need all right, let's hold on one second. I'm going to help you. We just want this one. Okay, perfect. All right, so now we're going to share a screen. It's going to be this one. Okay. Are you guys here? Okay, so you can see this now. Thank you. Okay, so ProPublica is a website that has all nonprofit information on it. You can type in any nonprofit and it will have all of their public filings. The only issue, like which you probably just saw, is sometimes when you type something in as a certain name, it doesn't come up. You just kind of got to rework it and stick with it. So I said Mass Now is the organization. I put in Massachusetts Now. That didn't show up, but I did Now and then Massachusetts, and it found it. National Organization for Women, Inc., Massachusetts Now. Tax exempt since 1979. Here's their EIN number, and they're based out of Jamaica Plain in Massachusetts. Their revenue is $15,000. Their expenses, let's scroll down and let's see where they are funded and how they get their money. Let's just do this together in real time. Do you guys have somewhere else to go? Let's try to. So here's their 2024 fiscal year ending. Here's their revenue. Now, spending money for a dinner for a bunch of people going to a period equity party is expensive, which made me wonder, how are you paying for a sit-down dinner for a bunch of people that are going to this? So let's just go take a look at their, you guys can see and hear me. Is that correct? I just want to make sure. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Amanda. Okay. So let's click on this. So here is their filing. So here's tax returns for them for 2024. 2025 aren't listed yet. Let me get rid of the chat on the page. Better? Thank you. So let's scroll down. So this is where you can find out who these people are and how much money they have. So all of this stuff we kind of scroll through. So first thing is, here's your directors, trustees, and key employees. Alessandra Polina, Kat Klein, Christine Avadio, Dallas Ducart. So when I am in my fun investigative mode, I would take each one of these names and I would start plugging these names into the internet. And I would start asking questions. Who are these people? Sometimes for fun, I will take these names. Like, for example, let's see, the president is Kiana Agbai. I would take this person's name and plug them into the campaign finance for Maura Healey and see if and when they donated, which almost 9 times out of 10, they always do. So let's scroll down and see. This is just reading some of these things are really interesting. This is very interesting because they don't have a big budget. Also, it doesn't show. Maybe I'm just going to open this up a little bit because nobody's getting paid out of here. So these are all volunteers. Huh. Okay, so my question is this. How are they paying for this event? This is a very low number here. They have no money coming in and out of here. $10,000-$20,000. That's it. There's nothing going on. Nobody's getting paid. This doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel right to me. So let's go back a page or two and let's look at another year. 2023 expenses $18,000. 2022. 2021 was big numbers, well, bigger than what they usually have. What was going on in 2021? 2020 was up there. 2019 is back lower, 30. 2017. 2014, 2013. So these are available. So let's go to 2021 because that one kind of popped off a little bit. Contributions, gifts, grants, and similar amounts received, 43,000. Let's see if they tell you where it is. Now here, salaries, compensation, employee benefits, 42,000. So Alessandra Goodfriend was the executive director, and she made $32,000 in 2021. Somebody write that name down, Alessandra Goodfriend. So can we go back a second? Why is the executive director no longer receiving a salary? No salary for the executive director here. Okay. 2023. No salary in 2023 for Alessandra. So why in 2021 did she get a salary of $31,000 and no other year has she received? Alessandra Goodfriend, Alessandra, Goodfriend, all one word, has no salary in 2024. Now let's go back to 2020. That was the year before the big chunk of a salary. Let's go back and look at 2020. Yes, she did. $26,000 in 2020. Found her and her wife's wedding. Of course you did. See what I mean? See what the internet can do? Let's go to 2019 and just take a peek. Were there any salaries? No. So Alessandra Goodfriend only took a salary from now in 2020 and 2021. That's so weird. And nothing since then. Let's just do this for fun. Let's go to, oops. Let's go to Office for Campaign and Political Finance. Let's just go do this for fun. go to Maura Healey. Let's go to contributions. And let's do, how did we spell her name? A-L. A-L-E-S-S. There you go. It's like clockwork. It is just like clockwork. So in 2022, Alessandra, good friend from Roxbury, here's her address. She donated $100 to Maura Healey, and then in 2024, she made another contribution to Maura Healey. It is like clockwork. Every single solitary time, if you're an executive director of a nonprofit, they have made a campaign contribution to Maura Healey every single solitary time. So now my question is, if we've seen that this nonprofit really has no money here, how are they paying for the dinners for everybody for the period party? Right? I'm just wondering. Search her name in the Secretary of State corporate database. Okay, let's try that. Nothing there. Anyway, back to this. How is this thing getting funded?
Jack,
Yes.
I have to go get an oil change before I work out.
Bye, Maza.
Get back in a little bit.
Okay, bye, Maza.
Work the dogs out a little bit.
Okay, I'm getting off right now. All right, anyway. All right, we're done. We're done. We have to go. It's been almost 4 hours. I'm not going fishing. I'm going fishing in a little while with Meowser, but I do have to go get the squid out of the car. Okay, I have to go. We'll work on this later. Goodbye. Thanks for hanging with me. We've talked ourselves out of the fucking depression hole that we were in today. Have a good day. I said good day.
It's all your favorite Jess Machado songs on one CD. Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. Grab my glasses, I'm out the door. I'm gonna hit this city. Before I leave, brush my teeth, say goodbye to Jack. When I leave for Bunny After Dark, I'm not coming back. It's all the hits you've always loved in one place. Just so everyone knows, it's alright because I got Jeff his new guitar. And that's okay, cause my family is the best thing for me. Whether you're singing in the car by yourself or hanging out with your besties, there's a song for everybody. How much is that coffee at Society? Last week it was 50 cents less. How much is that coffee at Society? I don't care if this causes a mess. Recruiting seagulls, dishing about politics, or just straight up gossiping, this is the CD for you. One low price of $19.99. The chat I can't see. I'm driving and the sun's in my eyes. I love 24 on 24. I said I'm getting all the views. Sorry, Brian and Crawford. I told you before. Don't fuck with me. I'm a Fall River whore. Don't fuck with this Fall River whore. All songs, all decades, all moods, all Jess. I got a new life, you'd hardly recognize me. I'm so glad that Kayla Churchill and Jen Altman are not in my life. I don't care about all of my stupid haters. That is right. Eat my asshole. I saw the sign. It opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Get out of bed and call today.